neighborhood still ain't say a thing, they asking about me. See them knock on baby mama door, they asking about me. She probably gave me up and many more, they asking about me. I done nothing, I cleaned up fully legit. I am. Was probably that bullshit that happened in 96. But I got away and I've been okay in 7 years been up. That's a statue, like a statue, I'm still standing up. But I'm tripping, kinda nervous, like what the fuck? Like damn, gotta hit the stash to protect my ass, gotta lawyer up. Man, I miss sleep, bit off my nails while I grind my teeth. Got me thinking throwing up BSB when I was in the streets. Kinda weird though, but I did play a couple weird hoes. But that's been a while, now I make them smile, they leave me alone. Could've been the time I was drunk fighting that private dance. Had to do my job, they was putting fingers on my dance. I heard the voices looking for me, man, they asking about me. Neighborhood still ain't say a thing, they asking about me. See them knock on baby mama door, they asking about me. She probably gave me up and many more, they asking about me. I heard them voices looking for me, man, they asking about me. Neighborhood still ain't say a thing, they asking about me. See them knock on baby mama door, they asking about me. She probably gave me up and many more, they asking about me. Headed downtown, 2 lawyers, yeah, I'm ready, dawg. Let's go. 3 hours passing, I'm sitting here getting pissed off. Man, now they call us in, tell us take a seat, we got a bunch to say. What? I'm like, hurry up, already wasted half a day. Like the whole day. It's your name Capone. I said, yes, man, what is this about? Man, what's up, man? So we'll get to that. We ask the questions, you answer now. Hurry up, bro. Okay, go ahead, better be important. I don't like surprises. Nah, y'all been raining on me, I just wanna see sunrise. All records showing your child support for 6 children. No, I got 6, but on support for 2 children. Okay, well it seems, sir, you've been paying bunches for a while now. A lot, man. But you got a business and you're pretty good and you rap loud. That's what they say. Just need an update, paperwork, you can go now. You can go, what? This can't be real. That's the only reason I'm here now. Y'all what? Man, it's had my heart racing like Kid God. Man, but thank God they ain't asked me to get asking about me. I heard the voices looking for me, man, they asking about me. Neighborhood still ain't say a thing, they asking about me. See them knock on baby mama door, they asking about me. She probably gave me up and many more, they asking about me. I heard them voices looking for me, man, they asking about me. Neighborhood still ain't say a thing, they asking about me. See them knock on baby mama door, they asking about me. She probably gave me up and many more, they asking about me. I heard them voices looking for me, man, they asking about me. Neighborhood still ain't say a thing, they asking about me. See them knock on baby mama door, they asking about me. She probably gave me up and many more, they asking about me. I heard them voices looking for me, man, they asking about me. Neighborhood still ain't say a thing, they asking about me. See them knock on baby mama door, they asking about me. She probably gave me up and many more, they asking about me.
Summer, my favorite time of the year. Women showing more skin around here. Oh, sundress season, ladies. You know, you're so sexy in that sundress. Yeah, let me sing to you. You're sure looking good in your sundress. Ooh, your body looking like you can release some stress. That ass seems so bright in your sundress. Girl, you're making me wanna be all in your dress. Easy access when you let me in. I said it's easy access when I dive on me. I wanna give you some good love when you let me on it. You in that sundress starting something. Well, every single step that you take, your hips and thighs jiggle and shake, making me following you around everywhere throughout the town. Magic sandals, pretty feet and toes, you got it going on for sure. I wanna get to know you. Can I have your number? You're the baddest thing I've seen this past spring to summer. Your show looking good in your sundress. Ooh, your body looking like you can release some stress. That ass sitting so right in your sundress. Girl, you're making me wanna be all in your dress. It's easy access when you let me in. I said it's easy access when I dive on you. I wanna give you some good love when you let me on. You in that sundress, starting something. Alright, whoever made the dress accomplished their mission. You're the reason they still the business. Don't care if it costs $15.99. Any garment, darling, you a certified dime. Everything's sitting so right all around, make it sexy from the bottom of your feet to your crown. And toss and get it down, but the fella's so wild. The icing on the cage, your beautiful smile. Show looking good in your sundress. Ooh, your body looking like you can release some stress. That ass sitting so right in your sundress. Girl, you're making me wanna be all in your dress. It's easy access when you let me in. I said it's easy access when I dive on you. I wanna give you some good love when you let me go. You in that sundress, starting something. Ooh, girl, you wear it good, you wear it well. In the category by yourself, I can tell. You wear it great, you wear it wonderful. You wanna take a trip to your jungle. You wear it white every day and night. The sundress on your body looking so tight. You in that dress so outstanding, so outstanding. Can you hear me, baby? You wear it good, you wear it well. In the category by yourself, I can tell. You wear it great, you wear it wonderful. You wanna take a trip to your jungle. You wear it white every day and night. Some dress on your body looking so tight. You in that dress so outstanding, so outstanding. Can you hear me, darling? Your show looking good in your sundress. Ooh, your body looking like you can release some stress. That ass sitting so right in your sundress. Girl, you're making me wanna be all in your dress. It's easy access when you let me in.
Open your heart for real, my God. Make you happy. There's no greater love in the world. Make you happy. He loves you. He cares about you. He proved that by giving his sons a life. If you ask him, he'll give it to you. All he asks is that you believe. There's no way that you can get from any other man the love you get from El Shaddai. I dare to try to even rely. No other man comes through every time. Open your heart for real, my God. There's no greater love in the world. Make you happy. Something's missing. Love is nowhere to be found, but love is knocking at your door. And if you will open up your heart and go, There's no way you can get from any other man the love you get from Elshad. I dare to try to even rely. No other man comes through every time.
No wonder why I used to walk in the darkness and chose to break bread with the heartless. Couldn't see the scene, I was so lost in it. I was getting cursed every so often. Every time I went to church, all I seen was peaceful faces carried off in coffins. I approached them with caution. Took one last look at their face and I lost it. Feeling lost and exhausted. Had my head all mixed up. I couldn't see the bigger picture. I never knew what the love of the Lord really felt like till I found peace in the scriptures and the fact that He's with us. Got me thinking to myself, man, who could be against us? From the breath of life to the death of Christ, He had it all planned out when He picked us. So don't judge me. I'm not saying that I'm perfect. I'm praying that I make it to the harvest. If I walk in light and I'm talking right, then it's really all about what my heart is. But regardless, seems like giving everything over to the Lord is the hardest. When I let go and let God get involved, and it all works out so marvelous. In the end, I can look back on all this. Everything happened for a reason. Just read Romans through Ephesians. You'll see why I believe them. So I need them.
So that we open your heart for real. Open my heart.
You're listening to Spotlight of Columbus every Monday from 6 to 8. You're listening to Spotlight of Columbus on WTMA. You're listening to Spotlight of Columbus every Monday from 6 to 8. You're listening to Spotlight of Columbus only on WTMA.
And welcome to another edition of Spotlight of Columbus at WTMH Radio. How is everybody doing today? Hey, Capone.
Shit, you asking how everybody doing? How your ass doing?
I didn't want to bring all that up, Capone.
No.
I didn't want to bring all that up.
You the one ain't been on air in 2 weeks, so you got it.
Why are you calling me out?
Well, you know when you go live, people like actually 1,000 people get a notification, and your notification ain't been on in 2 weeks, so people might just want to. You got to tell them. Okay. I mean, you got to tell them everything, but you got to
just go into it.
Because a lot of people, they just get on like it never happened. Some people might be like, well, where is she? Like, look, you got viewers already clicking in. You ain't been here in 2 weeks. Tell the people where you been.
Okay, so I really appreciate everybody that's been still trying to tune in and everything. Unfortunately, it's been a rough 2 weeks. First week, my car got sideswiped on the way here, which wasn't a good thing. And then the second week, I got a severe sinus infection that knocked me down for a minute. But, you know, I was in the hospital and everything, but I'm doing good now. Thanks for everybody that, you know, reached out to me to see if I was okay, made sure I was okay, including Big Head in here, Capone, while he trying to act all hard.
I ain't saying you nothing. I'm just saying you don't got to act all hard. You tell the people before I will. She said, look like she's still messed up. She can't even enjoy herself.
Anyway,
we're going to get her sonographer in here to take her notes.
Compared to how I was last week, I'm doing much, much better. Last week, it was just my equilibrium was off. I was hurting. I couldn't breathe. My head was feeling like it was about to pound off of my body. Yeah, it was a bad week.
Summer colds ain't no joke, y'all. So when y'all think it's all peaches and cream out there, you can still get sick and still get slowed down.
And it seemed like it's worse summer because it's hot,
yeah,
which makes things worse. I mean, to the point where any kind of light, I had to have sunglasses on because it was hurting my eyes.
Well,
so, yeah, it was bad.
How do you feel now?
I feel way better than I did then. I still got a stuffed up nose, but I'm doing
we can hear
better.
It's very clear. Hey, yo, shout out to DJ Dre. He's in the building.
We got a special guest today. Say hi. What you got? You don't even got your. Yeah, there you go.
What's up, everybody?
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Put them on there.
What's up, everybody? DJ Dre is in the building, visiting Spotlight of Columbus. Shout out to Miss Patrice for all that she does for our town, holding it down. WTMH Radio fam in the building. Let's go.
Let's go.
So you can tell that Dre ain't been out the house really at the radio station, man. Bro, you rehearsed that. He was over there on his phone like, soon they give me the cue. Well, everybody, Spotlight of Columbus. It is July 9th. Everybody have a good Independence Day.
I actually did.
All that stuff that happened to you ended up having a good one?
It went pretty well. I mean, the kids and everything came over and they took care of me. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was real good. I mean, it worked out. Yeah, I just told you, my daughter was a boss this past week.
See, that's what happens when you're good parents. So, for you parents out there, if y'all get sick of your kids don't come around, you failed. I'm just saying. Like, why nobody take care of me? Well, you probably didn't take care of them, so you better do the job.
By the time I was there, my daughter was running things, telling my sons what they need to do, where they need to go. Then she came out.
I gotta meet her. I mean, Essence, right?
Essence.
I gotta meet her. Hey, how do I sound to y'all in the headphones?
You sound fine.
Okay, because we gotta replace the mic because some fuck jackass messed up this microphone again. One of the new ones.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I put it on camera, so I had to take it off. And I'm sorry to cuss like that, but if you're listening. Like, man, we keep having to replace stuff.
They didn't decide, they didn't feel like they needed to let anybody know.
I come in and move it, and it's just boom. I'm like, and then I see what they were trying. I'm like, really? Okay, it's all right though. We got cameras in here. We're gonna roll the tape. We're gonna see who was fixing stuff. Yeah, we're gonna right. We had the green screen. Like, let's go to the tape right now. Let's see who did it. You see some nigga in here with the screwdriver.
oh man.
And everybody really Spotlight of Columbus. That's did it.
They probably turn the cameras off when it happened. Like, I'm gonna turn these cameras off so they can't see.
They didn't turn them off.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
That's the internet. I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's other cameras.
Our cameras, huh?
Right. It's the security cams. Those are always on.
But it's good. It's good. Everybody's having a good time. It's good. Everybody healthy. We love coming in here. It was a little weird not being here on a Monday. Except for that, actually Monday I was in here, and then she was like, "Man, I ain't gonna be able to come." I was like,
was out, huh?
I looked at. I was like, "Oh, the sun is still out. I'm gone. Like, it's a wrap." And I went to the store, and
I was upset. Because it was my baby, my Eclipse. That's my baby. Whatever.
That Eclipse about to get turned into a new Eclipse, ain't it?
They don't make those no more.
Trust me. There's going to be a new Eclipse.
It's not going to be an Eclipse. It's about to be a Porsche.
No, actually, I mean, the thing about it is, they took this thing and pulled most of it out. And then they did that buff thing. Yeah, so it's not anything like where it's totaled or anything like that. It's just needed to be. My baby needs.
Also, they hit you with that dent puller. Got them dents.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, no. You need to just go ahead, let it go. That's your excuse to go ahead and get a new one. Because when you drive it, it's gonna feel funny.
Got a new truck.
Like, it's gonna feel funny. So just go ahead, let that Eclipse go, and get you a Porsche.
You know what? Let me have it.
That's my baby.
Donate that to me.
When you get a Porsche, I need an Eclipse. Just get a Boxster convertible.
See, I gotta have at least a little room for my grandbaby. He's my road dog on the weekends.
She got a new truck. You're not listening, bro.
Boxster's got a back seat about this big.
I know.
It's look like a shelf. You can put 2 books on it or one baby.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's 6. He's more than a baby.
Well, he got to sit sideways.
No. Yeah, and really, he's named both my cars.
Well, he can sit in the front seat. He's 6. He's big enough to sit in the front seat. Just nobody else can ride. Just be y'all two rolling.
Yeah, we do
she
that.
Like, nah.
We do that, but
she
no.
Like, nah.
No. He has the truck is he calls the truck silver. And I don't know, I forget what he calls the Eclipse. He called Eclipse something.
Gray.
But
Gray.
No, it was something else he called it. It's a girl's name he called it or something like that. Yeah, and the truck is a boy.
All right.
Yeah.
You know what I call both my cars?
Cars.
Boring. They
vans.
I got,
but they got some nice vans. Don't let Dre.
Right. I've seen some real nice vans.
No, I'm saying that his van is nice. His lady's van was her van is more than nice. It's like brand new. Like,
Right.
Yeah,
It's
Nothing
nice.
wrong with that.
It's
No,
nice.
but-
don't let
Nothing
Jay.
wrong
Don't
but
let
Jay
Jay wants his convertible back.
I do. I miss it.
I'm telling you, the minute my kids got old enough, got old enough and they was out the house, I went and bought me another sports car because I had them all the way until they was getting too big. I was like, dang, I got to get rid of sports cars now.
Well, the last one I had the Sebring convertible.
Oh, those are
You
nice.
know, that's
though.
a stretched out Eclipse.
Mhm.
That's all it is,
It
really.
really is.
It's all it
Wide,
is.
but no, yeah.
Yeah, it's a stretched Eclipse. The convertible is. But I had one of them. That was the last fun car. But before that, I had muscle. I had Firebird, big V8, 400 cubic inch. You know, you burn the tires.
Here we go.
Right, because I mean, even with the Eclipse, I can turn it into a stick or automatic. Because my truck is a stick. I have to remember that it's a truck though, and don't drive it like I drive my sports
Just
car.
go ahead and donate that Eclipse
No.
to the Negro Foundation.
Get you a Porsche. Go ahead and get you a Porsche.
Patrice can't drive for real, bro. She
You
can't
can't
get no
drive.
Porsche. You can't. I rode with you, and I was scared.
You lie.
I was scared.
You lie.
I was scared.
He wasn't scared. He
I was
talking
pressing my
mess.
emergency brake the
He's
whole
so full of crap.
Was you looking for stuff to hold on to?
No, that's bull crap. He loved that car when he was in it.
I trust that she got insurance, so
I got full coverage.
that made my blood pressure down a little bit, but
A little bit, but you're still scared of the pain.
Nah, she ain't though.
We did was go to Waffle House. What can you get? How far can
we
you
went
go
on
doing
161. We went to the gas station.
Oh,
we
yeah,
bought
we
a
did
bunch
with
of
it.
damn snacks. At
Oh
the
yeah,
gas
we
station.
did, didn't we? We was just.
Then we go to the Waffle House. Then we ate heavy. It was like, man, what the hell is we doing?
And then she drove hard. That's what you're saying?
Nah, she dropped me off. Took me back to the building and she left.
Yeah, the Waffle
What
House.
the
She
hell
was
was
like, just let me.
We had to go. We had to go
Yeah,
make a
why did
run
we
because we
leave,
had a
though?
meeting and we had.
I know I had to go pick up some money,
Yep.
and then that's when we didn't get them stacks, and then we got hungry.
Yeah,
But I ended up taking my stuff with me.
I ate.
Yeah, I know.
I ate. That was good. I ain't gonna lie. Waffle House is the devil. Waffle House is the devil, man. Listen. I like, bro. I'm in it like 3-4 times a week, man. I gotta stop.
Oh, really?
I love breakfast food.
See, I can't do it because remember the grease. And he was getting on me. He was getting on me then just because I was asking questions about how the food was cooked.
The reason being,
You can watch them.
look, but watch.
Well, I don't go in the Waffle House. I didn't know.
But look,
Oh,
but you gotta understand the reason why is because
All I was
for like
asking is what did they use to cook the food?
2 or
Like,
3 months. 2 or 3 months. She came in. She's like, I'm about to get on this diet. I'm about to eat better. Then she started eating better. Then she started drinking better. Then she was like, oh, look at my figure. I'm getting all this back. So then, every time she got something, I'm hard on her now. I'm like, what? Get this. She came in with a whole, what was that? A maca frappuccino, whatever.
It's a frappuccino. The
She
minute
came
I
into
walked
the
in,
meet-
and then the thing about it is, while he's speaking on that,
So-
it was made with skim milk and equal sugar. Totally different.
The point,
Different, but he took me out of. He
the
took me
point
out
of it
of
is that's
anyway.
her drug, and she's not allowed to have her drug.
As long as it's made good, I can.
She knew she was wrong, bro. She walked in the meeting, and I was like, "What is that?" She's like, just take it. Like, look, I grabbed it. I took a donut. I took a donut and a
And
cookie
he
from a
slugged
guy.
that up. He slugged it up.
Oh, see, I can't do that.
She
Cold
knew she was
he did-
wrong.
No,
Coffee supposed to be hot.
but it's not coffee. It's espresso.
Coffee's only supposed to be hot in the winter.
That's still espresso is coffee.
No, it was good.
No,
It was
espresso
good.
gets you
It was
like
good.
way up before coffee does.
It's
That's
like
why I cut.
coffee with
Oh,
When
that's
I
when
come
they got
in
like
here
that
and I'm
shot
just
of. They put that shot of.
Yeah, it's like extra caffeine in it.
It's like
I don't want
it's
that.
all caffeine. That's it. That's it. What it is. You
I
don't
don't-
taste it.
No, but I don't want to be that wired for nothing
It don't
Because-
wire me like that.
because the crash gotta be the crash gotta be bad, right?
Nah, it's
No,
caffeine.
you seen
You're
me.
all right.
Y'all don't crash.
I don't see you after you leave here. I don't know.
That's because usually I'm go home and I relax. I can crash on my bed if I'm crashing.
I'm just saying, sometimes
Hello.
people get the energy drinks and then they be
Those
much,
ener-
and
no,
then they be
yeah.
like,
Energy drinks are bad.
Yeah, those are
I
real
know,
bad.
man.
Yeah.
I wasn't talking about though energy. I'm talking about like just like the express thing. That's energy, like a boost of.
No.
You said
Energy
pure
drink,
caffeine, right?
no, but
No,
energy
it's
drinks
not the
is
same.
way worse than a frappuccino. I mean, like bad.
No. I'm not saying it's the energy drink. I'm saying it's an energy.
No.
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 But y'all say y'all drinking and be
No.
Yeah, but it's a
wired.
different type of wiring.
It's caffeine is an addiction. So you just feed the addiction. It don't make you hyper. If you drink one of them energy drinks, It's something else called guarine or something like that.
That they put in there, and they even say it's bad for you. Yeah,
it
but
it
makes your heart race. People that actually died off of it because they've drunk so many in a day that their heart just like.
That's them Red Bull drinkers and the
Monster
drinkers.
Yes,
Red
a Monster,
Bull, 5 Hour Energy. All that. Let me tell you, I drank those things one time. I wanted
Me
to
too.
try
I had one, and I didn't like it.
And you know, I'm a hyper person to start with. You know, so you add those things.
Everybody that's DJ J speaking right now.
DJ, I'm telling you, it's the truth. So I'm a hyper person anyway. I'm loud as hell. It's just who I am. So when I added those things, I added the energy drink. I was so hyped.
It made my heart start racing.
I got on my own nerves. Like I annoyed myself. Like I can annoy other people real easy, but I actually annoyed myself drinking that energy drink. I was like, nah, this ain't good. I ain't never pissed me off before.
I never pissed me off.
Yep. Just pissed me off.
Oh, I pissed off a lot of people. It's a long line.
That's crazy.
Drinking one of those.
I never heard that. That's new. He said I never pissed me off before.
Yeah, I pissed me off that day. I was like, nah, I can't do this.
So just to let you guys know, you probably are not seeing me on live, and it's because I want you guys to start going on the YouTube page to watch us more. I see all of you. I mean, everybody is on the Facebook page, and I really appreciate it. But I want you guys to start going on the YouTube page. Now, what that is it's Spotlight of Columbus /WTMH Radio. You go on there, you can see us live, you can see the old shows, you know, pretty much every show that we have on WTMH Radio, you can see. So that's one of the reasons why I'm not putting myself on Facebook today, because I really want you guys to actually go to the YouTube and YouTube and support the WTMH radio shows.
That's right.
Why you always gotta say something?
Don't forget
You said it.
And don't forget the new app. The WTMH Media app.
No,
I don't. Oh, you better download that new app. Let me tell you.
Actually, it's actually been about like this will be the third week that since we really launched it. So like
the new app is fire.
Yeah, WTMH Media Group.
The new app is fire,
and you get updates from magazine companies. You George had put my whole mixtape on there.
Oh,
you
wow!
Can, like right now, people could just go to the WTMH Media Group app and click on listen to the show, kind of like the other app was. But this one is kind of like
this one is big.
It's more interaction. It's more stuff you can do, and you can look at photo. I mean, it's a whole bunch of stuff.
Photo albums, all kind of stuff.
It's a bunch of stuff you could do now instead of just. You know, the old app is still dope because I still push it because we just hit like 1,000 subscribers on it.
Wow.
Yeah, so like that one just shows the logo. This one you can actually press stuff and you know
it's interactive.
Yeah, like you can move, you can navigate through it. So and pretty soon, once we get done with the new update is going to be like when you go live. Of course, everybody still get the YouTube notification, but if you go just to WTMH Media Group app, you'll be able to listen and be able to click on it too, instead of just listen. It's just a whole big thing now. So
okay, and how do I get on it?
WTMH Media Group.
That's just it. Okay.
Yep,
all right.
It's available.
So I have to play on it. Well, for a hot second before I got to get back on my studying. So just so everybody knows, I am officially a stockbroker.
All right. Woohoo! Congratulations.
And as soon as I get my Series 7, hey.
Wolf of Wall Street.
I knew it. And then as soon as I get my Series 6 and 77, I'll be an advisor as well.
All right.
Those numbers they sound important. So the Series 670. I don't know.
No, it's a Series 7 and a Series 66. And they're it's just pretty much tests that you have to take in order to have a certificate to say you are legitimately. Yeah,
so basically like a little college course type thing.
Not little. It's crazy.
How long should it take to complete that?
Well, right now they have us studying for 6 weeks on one test, and then we go take the first test, and then it's another 6 weeks that we have to study for the second one. But you need all of that time because it's extensive between the IRAs, the stocks, bonds, securities, Roth accounts. You doing trades, you got to make sure that what you're talking to them about is suitable for, what their lifestyle is, what you're talking to them about, or giving them.
So somebody be able to pay you for like stock advice, like they invest in stocks and bonds and
right.
stuff.
So
like
they'll because have a lot of them. They know exactly what they want. They'll call in and they's like, I want to do the trade on this. I need you to put it in for me. When it goes up,
I'm talking about somebody that like me. I don't know nothing about that. Like my
right. So that's what the
to
advisor thing is. So what we would do is do like an application with you to see, get all your information to see where you pretty much your family bracket is, and because the thing you don't want to do it where it's gonna make you where you don't have any money or it's too much for you to be putting out. So we adjust, when you give us that information, we adjust it and then we look for the different stocks, bonds, IRAs, whatever it is that you're looking to do. That's what we do. It's called suitability.
So is that still like a gamble, like it's still 50-50 and like any other investment kind of like
right.
It depends.
Well, it just depends. Like
right.
if it's like retirement funds and stuff like that, especially when you're older, those would be the best ones, as far as that, because you don't have with those, you really don't have a loss with them. It's just that it depends on how much you want to put in and when you want to retire. What we look for to make sure that when you retire, you got enough money to retire on, that you don't have to worry about getting a second, third, fourth job and things like that. So everything you give us, we adjust it to, and that's what it's called, suitability to your lifestyle.
All right. Well, right now I got $10.82, and I want to retire tomorrow.
She said,
that would be impossible. Yeah.
She said you better go buy your heat pad and a bed sheet and go lay your ass down.
Got to buy a lottery ticket.
Right. And then invest something.
So anybody that's looking at getting stocks and bonds, and you want to set your life up, if the younger you are, if you got the money to invest,
the younger you are, the better it is.
Go ahead, because right now there's a lot of people right now that just probably get into it. They be like, man, hey, we got a 10-year plan. You be like, man, I don't think I got 10 years. Well, just get life insurance then. But
the thing about it is with the IRAs and Roths and things like that, that is for like with my generation, because I'll be 50 this year.
Oh, well, big deal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Drake been 50 for like 20 years.
For 20 years.
Yeah. You know what? I'm looking for something I can throw.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've done that before myself.
He almost missed it.
Well, I was looking for something like 20 years. Welcome to the 50 Club. That's all I'm gonna tell you. Look, I'm in that generation too.
So that's why with us, we would look for something that would actually, safer,
right.
And but still would calculate enough up to to when we retire, we don't have to worry about it.
Right, something that'll have some growth, but it's not going. Something that'll give
fast
you some growth.
Yeah.
Right, it's not going to give you 2.5-3%, because 2.5-3%, and you 50 years old, that ain't doing nothing for you.
Now, if you do that,
so you want something with some growth, and the thing is, when you invest, the things with the most risk also have the best return.
Premiums,
So so sometimes you got to take a little chance.
You gotta have the money to gamble.
Yeah,
right.
Don't walk in there.
Done that. That's why I don't have rent yet.
But you need to, but the thing about it is with the people most of the people the ones that have it where they're doing it like that, they're not really using their money. What they do is
do it on margin.
Yeah, they do it on a margin and borrow off of something else. So they might not get the full amount, but they get enough back and most of the time they still don't take it. They just reinvest it. Because they already know, and they look at and that's what they're calling you for. Okay, now I want you to reinvest in this. Now
that's enough. Somebody gonna have to pay for that next session. That's a lot of information. We're like, hold on, I'm over here like, I don't need about 10 grand. I could be straight if I do it right.
The bad thing is, like in 2007 and 8, a lot of folks had stuff purchased on margin, and when everything went kaboom, they had to pay that. They got that margin call, and everybody was screwed. That's what dogged out the economy.
People talking about 2001?
No,
when the stock market dropped.
2007 and 8.
Because see, my grandfather, when he was alive, when that 9/11 thing happened.
That was another.
That's what
dropped like
my grandfather was like, damn. I was like,
but 2000.
He was like, man. He's like, everybody was straight, but I was like.
And
that was the first thing they started putting up is how the stock market dropped when that happened.
Right, when that happened, but within 6 months, oil went crazy. So if you was invested in oil funds, your money went berserk. Again, okay, we're not gonna talk about me. Okay, let's talk about something else. This is your show. How you doing, Miss Patrice? What are you trying to push this week in Columbus?
You know what? That's what I was talking about too. Again, we got the modeling with Christina Scott. Well, that's not her last name now, but I'm still going to say that because she got married now. But Christina Scott, she has another fashion show that's coming up here. Yeah, another Curve the Runway. She said she was going to retire. I didn't see it.
Okay.
Because she still got a lot of stuff going on. But
that's like the dollar stores that I got that sign up every Saturday talking about going out of business. And then they take the sign down on Monday morning.
Or that furniture one where they got people standing outside saying, "Oh, it's a blowout sale,
40% off."
Like, selling out to the walls. And you go in there, they sold everything they had in stock.
Right.
Right.
But the truck was coming on.
Was
Tuesday.
coming, that following day.
They just ain't had no room to put the new stuff already.
Yeah, so I mean, but right now, what I know. Oh, and did you guys hear how well the Essence Festival went this past weekend?
No.
Why?
They know nothing about it.
Okay,
so New Orleans.
You haven't been here in 2 weeks.
That was in New Orleans.
It doesn't matter. Everybody knows about the Essence Fest.
Obviously not.
I heard some good things about it. I heard everybody tore it up, did their thing. The MC Light, my homegirl from New York, representing, she held it down.
Right.
But that was enormous.
Mixmaster Ice linked up with a lot of his old.
And they celebrated. I
did see that. I didn't know that's what that was though.
EPMD's birthday.
When you said New Orleans, I'm like, oh, I did see something, but I didn't know that was the.
Yeah, and Brandy actually performed there. The Boy Is Mine, but I guess it's still. I don't even understand that little beef that her and Monica still have. I don't even understand where that came from.
That was marketing. They never had.
Well, she's still not. I mean, she still didn't perform. But they won't. They won't perform together.
Was Monica there?
No, she didn't even come.
Exactly.
Right in there.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody got to get paid for something.
Give me some money. I'm sure.
You know what? That's probably what it was back then. Monica was in that fame race.
Okay, I'm not trying to be funny or anything, but Monica can outdo Brandy any day as far as the singing. She got like that soul hard vocal.
But we're talking about the venue who they would call first. Remember back then, Brandy was everywhere.
Yeah,
she was everywhere. She TV,
but movies. She was hustling.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it don't matter if you got the best singer in the world.
It's who has that media attention.
And, and it could have been a business thing they could have been beefing about too.
Well,
Brandy could have been like, "Well, I'm the one popping. I'm the one that's going to help the song. You may be popping,
right?
But actually, it's probably something on VH1 about it.
They really didn't have a beef. They didn't really have a beef. That's why they did that song together. When they did the song, together,
they didn't have the beef when they did the song, but. After the fact, it was issues about but I think
you got the computer. Look it up.
No, the way they tried to say it is it had to do with a guy. But then if they cut that out,
was a premonition of
they cut that out, and it ended up really being about what Capone is saying, that Brandy felt like she was supposed to be the star no matter what on there, and Monica like whatever I made, if it wasn't for me, you would have just been seeing it by yourself, and you ain't gonna get the money you would have with me. So it was I think it was more of a ego thing with both of them.
It could have been an ego race back then, because back then it was them two was running it, but Brandy stood out more. Monica did what she did, but you look at Brandy, they probably the back room one day about to perform. She be like, "Well, I'm the star. I'm the reason they came out here." Mike probably like,
and then it went from there.
Well, they made. Remember them dolls, Brats?
Yeah,
I thought they made those dolls because of Brandy, because she had a lollipop head. Okay, did I say that out loud?
You said that out loud.
No,
you said that out loud.
I'm sorry, Brandy. I still love you.
Brandy a thug.
I still love you.
Really,
you see you be seeing her on Empire or not Empire? What is that one show with the girls that's on it? It's a show that comes on Fox that she's on now, and they got her a thug. She done shot somebody. She's Queen Latifah's sister in it. Star, yes, she's Queen Latifah's sister in it, and she does a pretty good job of playing a thug.
I've never seen.
Well,
she is a murderer.
No, I don't know that.
She did.
I don't know that.
No, I do remember that.
But that was an accident.
It's still called vehicular homicide.
She came back after she ran away. It scared the crap out of her.
She still got. Go look it up.
It was an accident. She ain't getting no charges.
Yeah.
She didn't. So no. she went on probation, house arrest.
She was on probation. Yeah, she was on probation, but they didn't. Yeah, they didn't send her to jail.
I thought they let her go.
No, because
they let Caitlyn Jenner go. I mean, Bruce Jenner go. I mean, Kate, whatever his name is.
Brandy's black.
Yeah, that's
well. That's what I'm saying. No, she didn't. I mean, they put her on probation, but she didn't have to do any jail time.
At least she didn't get shot. They shoot black people.
Right. All day long.
Yep.
Oh, and then Janet Jackson did a tribute to her dad, which was really awesome. It was really, really good. And, she teared up, of course, and everybody teared up with her. So that went, it was just really good. I plan on going again next year. I went last year, but I didn't go this year.
I'm just trying to go to Cincinnati Music Fest next month. I'm trying to so whoever has free tickets they want to give me, but see, here's the problem. The problem isn't the tickets. The problem is my kids. So I need someone responsible.
The problem is the kids.
To take care of my children while I go for a week.
How old are your kids?
Little. Not
you started late in the game, or you just kept going through the game?
I just kept going.
You just kept going through the game.
My oldest kids are grown. I got grandkids now.
So how old is your youngest one?
3.
Woo! You definitely started all over again. Woo!
And my oldest one is.
See, it's easy when you're grandma, because you can take them back once you're done. Like, here you go.
No, my oldest kid is 32.
My oldest is 29.
My oldest kid is 32. So I just say happy birthday, Ashley. Again, her birthday just passed this past weekend. And,
my bestie's birthday passed yesterday. Yesterday on the 7th. Or no, Saturday on the 7th.
Oh.
Yes. Happy birthday to Reese.
Yeah. And happy birthday, Tanya. My cousin Tanya, her birthday was yesterday.
So we're going to say, we're just going to do that. We're going to say, let's say a happy birthday to all the cancers out there.
That's right.
We hope you're doing well.
Yep. Y'all crazy selves. Because all of them is nuts.
That's my bestie. Been besties for 22 years.
Oh,
yeah.
You ain't never met my
I'm sorry, I was reading.
Yeah, he on Billboard and stuff.
Yeah, I was reading
about
murdering stories.
I knew that's what he was doing, trying to look it up. Like, she did kill somebody.
And it says she caused a crash, a 4-car crash.
And she left the scene.
And the
I remember.
The lady died at the hospital. That's called vehicular homicide.
Yeah.
Well, she got off because she didn't do no time.
She had Ray J. Ray J was smashing Kim at the time, wasn't he?
Who knows?
Was he still smashing
Kim?
Yeah,
I think he was.
I think that's when the tape came out.
That was his turn then. That wasn't old boy the football player's turn.
I don't know. Brother.
I thought that was the football player dude's turn.
I don't know, brother. I don't go that deep into
it. But Ray J. Somebody said Ray J was a thug. I'm like, ain't nobody scared of him. He's short.
Shut up, Drake.
I really don't know how anybody's really scared of him either, though. Not really.
He's short.
I mean, because he does act like he just hardcore.
And you got to think, but like.
I'm sure he got some hitters on his team, but I'm just saying.
I mean, but he might be one of them dudes that like he might be like that one episode. When I was watching Love and Hip Hop, and one of the dudes tried to say something, and he really like stopped smiling and was like, "Bro, you know what it is." I was like, "Oh." And they did at the reunion.
No, but this is the one.
Like,
this is the only one that I know on there that actually like came at him just as quick as he came at him was old boy from B2K.
the baby.
No, not him, not the young boy. It was the other one, B Ron or B.
I don't know.
Well, anyway, he was one of the one that he used to be on like in the cameras just as much as Marion was, but he was the brown skinned one, the other brown skinned one.
I don't know
because it was like two of them that was or 3 that was light skinned and then
on the TV show.
No, I'm talking about in B2K.
Okay.
So the other brown skinned one. The light skin was trying to get them to bring B2K back because they wanted to do a reunion. When Marion is on this, he's too good to be, in a group anymore. So, even though he's really not doing anything, but he didn't want to go in the group anymore. So they were talking about bringing Ray J in, and then you remember that one
as the city and the B to take the place of
that. Yeah. So
and the one dude that came. He was the little thinner one, but he
was like, first he was like, no, I don't know if I want to do that. And then he went on and said, okay, I'm going to go ahead and do it with you. Let's talk. So he brought Ray J. And then Ray J was like, yeah, because I can bring this to you, see. I mean, he kind of gave it he was trying to
basically saying, y'all need me.
Yeah, y'all need me.
So basically what he was doing was Johnny Gill. Now, see, Johnny, Like Johnny Gillen.
Yeah, exactly.
Johnny, they came after Johnny. They came to
but
get
that's
Johnny.
the thing.
And Johnny was like,
but
nah.
that wasn't even it. It was Ray J that started. He was like, well, yeah, because y'all, you know, he was like, well, I don't know how this is going to work out. He was like, well, the only way it's going to work out is if we do it this way, and y'all need me. And the other guy was like, no, we don't need you. You know, we're asking you, but we can do it regardless. And then Ray J said his stuff. He was like, nah, I don't. Yeah. I mean, and they both jumped up at each other.
Ray J, he got excited. Yeah. It was basically trying to make it seem like
it was going to be all about him.
Like this ain't gonna work unless he's involved, because he's the only. Basically, he was the perfect replacement for Omarion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, basically,
that's how he thought. Yeah,
that's how he. But it didn't happen. So
that's because you know why he said that? Because they all short. He about the same height. You know there was a short joke in there. I can't help it.
Something wrong with Dre.
No, I'm just calling.
Spotlight of Columbus. What time is it?
Already you looking at 8 o'clock yet?
Hey,
I gotta look at the time.
Just chatting. Man. We just in here having a chat.
I gotta get back into the groove of everything, sick and all.
Man, I gotta look at the time because it's been a long time since I've been in like daddy mode. So since Mike, my old kid, they moved out. So I'm having my baby.
He's not an old kid, and he still comes. His son comes and looks after my aunt every time he's there. And before he moved out, he was over there all the time. Of course,
but that nigga's gone.
Mike
is a good guy. I already sold his room and everything.
That's so wrong.
What? He can't never move back there. What do we say? What do kids come when they move back home? If they move back home. Mm-hmm. The basement.
Well, listen, my kids.
He got the whole basement, got the exercise room down there, washer and dryer. He got TVs already.
The washer and dryer.
He's not right. He got to do nothing. Right.
He gonna be down there putting French fries in the dryer like it's jail.
Probably. Sounding them crispy, like who knows? But
I'm telling you. Well, that's just like with this past week. Because my favorite thing in the whole wide world to do is shop.
Oh, okay. She kept it clean. Woo, all right.
Yes. Anyway, yeah, but this is when I realized how sick I was.
Just remember.
Is when I remember. No, I realized I was sick when literally like my aunt came over and it wasn't this aunt but another aunt came over and she was like, come on, let's get go and my treat. She said my treat.
Oh, I would have turned on Home Shopping Network. Like, look here, it's this watch right
that's
here.
That's how sick I was that I was like, I don't want to go. No. I don't want to get out of my bed.
You didn't have to get out of bed.
No, I didn't want nobody to touch me. I didn't want to move. I didn't want to touch nothing. That's
I'd been like, click, here's the phone, get that one.
That's when I knew I was sick, though. That's when I was like, I know I'm sick now. Who does that? Who doesn't want to go shopping? You're a guy. That doesn't count.
Well, she's back.
What's that mean?
You're back.
What?
Does internet shopping count?
No,
I went
don't
shopping.
Like internet shopping because they'll still have one thing on there and say it if it, that this is what it is and if it all whatever, and then it either is too big or it's too small.
I hate shopping.
I want to go. I want to feel it. I want to touch it. I want to try it on. I want to
shut up.
Yeah.
I didn't say nothing. I'm just
look at you, bro. You are on camera.
I come with a warning.
My feelings ain't hurt right now.
Well, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. T. Spot. She's sick. She can't feel all her feelings. She's still dumb.
Well, just remember when I come in tomorrow, I got to bring wipes because you have cooties, and that's the station I sit in tomorrow. So I'm gonna have to bring everything to wipe everything down. But I can't afford to be sick on top of all of the crap I gotta do. But
oh, believe me, I understand.
Yeah, but does internet shopping count? Because I did some internet shopping.
No, that's not the same.
My sons needed some shoes. My old lady was like, "You see these shoes? Look at what your baby did to these."
That's not the same.
I was like, oh. She said, we're going to go to the store. I was like, so I'll be back.
With my sons, my youngest son, I went on. Yeah, with my son, I do that because I know I'm not going to get him to go with me. So I just make sure I'm really selective about where I go online and get his stuff because I know he's not going to go with me to try anything on. So I have to make sure I know.
Well, my kids, they like to run around in places. So I just get sick of it. So I'll be like this.
Remember, his is little.
I just go on the internet.
And he has it's a bunch of them.
Like, it's 3 of them at the house.
It's 3.
Yeah, it's 3 of them.
So yes, he at home like
I went in my.
I'm not taking y'all.
I went in my room. I was like, that's the size we need. I ordered like 6 pairs of shoes.
See, I go in.
And look,
see now, but you ain't saying nothing to him. Did you just see what he said?
What?
He got 6 pairs of shoes.
Ain't none of them for me. And
she thought she was about to win because she has 400 pairs of shoes.
No, I don't.
And 6 closets that fits all of them.
No, I don't.
How many closets do you have?
No, I don't.
How many closets do you
No, I don't.
her house ain't got enough closets.
No, I don't.
Is your house like my house? And my house, I live in an old house.
No,
all my closets are like this big. It's like,
oh no.
It's like,
look at her face.
It's like,
bro, this is probably like 2 of her closets right here.
Like all of my closets are like,
am I right or wrong?
Minuscule. So like at my house and my,
I'm not even gonna go. I'm not even responding to you.
You don't have to. Silence is
like,
the answer.
So it's like my basement is like split in 2 sides. So one side is the laundry room, the other side is where I keep. It's my little workspace. But
that's his club.
It's not a club.
That's his club. That's where we got all the damn speakers in the world,
like,
all the subs, the lights. When Dre
and my
DJ,
drums don't get my drum set. But
you got a full drum set down there?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah. But
I never made it past the pool table out back.
Yeah, because every time you come to the house, all you want to do is play with the pool table. I got drums too.
Got a dope ass pool table, man. But we don't get to play on it because it's
surrounded by toys. Like it's ridiculous. But yeah, I got 6 pairs of shoes.
This kid is off the hook though, man. I ain't gonna lie.
You got more than 6 pairs of shoes.
No. This weekend.
Oh,
well, why you say? Don't put my business out there like that.
How many she got?
I got more than 6, but we ain't talking about me.
Yeah, we're talking about you. We're talking exactly about you right now.
How many you got?
On the show.
How many you got? How many shoes you got?
You didn't answer me.
You know what? How many crayons are in the damn crayon box?
The big box.
She got a shoe
128.
That's how many pairs times that by 2 to match each color. Am I lying? You don't
I do need different colors because of what I wear, but that's not the point.
You see it? You said those flare. We missed you, Patrice.
Hey, Patrice, that's fine. Just look. I get yelled at. My wife be like today, shoes came in the mail today. Nobody was home but me, so I just put them in the house. They wasn't for me though. So
you keep stressing that.
There wasn't for my son. My son, look, my 9-year-old got a thing. His shoes got to be red. I don't know why.
That's probably his favorite color.
It is
because he's red.
It's got to be his.
No, he's red. The little dude is light skin. He's red.
It's like his shoes got to be red. So he got to have red shoes. So when you shop locally, you never find the shoes in the color he wants. So
you ain't going to the right place. Let me tell you where to go. No, I can tell you where to go.
I can tell you.
I can tell you where to go.
I can tell you I ain't got patience for that. I'm not driving all over the place with a little dude telling me I can't buy these shoes.
You go in the middle of the month. To Nike outlet.
I'm not all the way there. I'm not driving all the way down there. That's not going. Plus, let me tell you, the last time I bought my son a pair of Nike shoes, they lasted a whole, I want to say 8 days.
8 days.
8
what
days.
Are you doing with it?
He went to school. He wore them to school every day for a week. In the middle of the second week, I had to replace them shoes. I was like, dude, what did you do to these shoes? He's like, I don't know. I just was at the
love Nike outlet. Nike outlet and Converse outlet. I got every color Converse. I got pink, I got white, I got purple, I got red, I got black, I got green, every color, and I got them in the small size and the high tops. So when I went up, because I know
once again, so you see, okay. Just now, wait a minute. Those are just one section.
That's just the Chucks.
Yeah, that's just the Chucks.
So Chucks coming about. They come in as many colors as Baskin Robbins. Plus, they got specialty shoes that they release
every
times
6 months.
A year. So yeah, I know because my daughter like Chucks.
Yeah, every 6 months.
So with Chucks and every year they change the colors out. So it'll be pink this year. Next year is fuchsia. So it's a little bit different.
I got the fuchsias.
So I'm just saying. So
we're just helping them.
So I'm just saying with Chucks, depending on how long you've been buying Chucks, that's about 300 pairs of shoes.
No, you just estimate.
Just between highs and lows.
You just estimate.
My daughter's a Chuck junkie, so
yeah,
my daughter likes Chuck, so that's why I know. When my daughter moved out, I think when my daughter moved out, I think she had 112 boxes of Chuck Taylors, and that was
See, now I think.
But you know, she had a job and lived at home then. Now,
Right.
you know, I don't know if she's crazy about Chucks, but
So I liked the flats more than I like the high tops. I got the certain high tops because I like the way those certain ones looked, but I didn't get like every color of those. Now with the Chucks, yeah, I did almost get every color.
yeah, and
I've never owned a pair of Chucks in my life.
Something wrong.
I like how they feel.
Something
nah,
wrong.
I've had
Something
Chucks.
wrong.
I like how
love
they
them.
feel.
I
love
stopped
them.
wearing them in like the 4th grade. You know why?
Why?
Because I'm a thug. When you running around in the hood,
That's why you had the high tops.
No. Because when you running around in the hood with some Chucks on and you step on something and it go through your shit, that's a done deal. That was a done deal.
I
They
remember.
took one trip to emergency
Did
and
you
my mom
remember
threw
the
all of
Bobo
them away.
song when you were
Bobos to
going?
make your feet feel fine. Bobos, yes.
No, I don't
everybody
remember
knows.
that song.
You remember
Really?
that song?
I'm from New Jersey. We used to
No.
sing a different song. Say, if your sneakers slip and slide, take them back to Pantry Pride. Pantry Pride was a supermarket back in the day. So, yeah, we
Everybody had their own song.
Yeah, we had a
huh?
different song.
Pantry Pride.
Yeah, Pantry
Pantry
Pride
Pride.
was a supermarket back in New Jersey.
Never
back
heard
then.
that.
No, that's just like remember
That
the,
should be a shirt. Pantry
remember that commercial with the sausage called Tennessee Pride. You remember that commercial? It was this little you don't remember that commercial with the sausage, Bob Evans sausage, Tennessee Pride?
I don't remember a sausage
I'm
commercial.
glad I was after y'all's time. Y'all's before my time. So I'm like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Like what?
That's right. I was there when hip hop began.
Oh, here we go.
So I was too. Yeah, I was too.
I remember sneaking off to the Bronx to see Grandmaster Flash in the park.
Yeah.
Yep, him, Cool Herc. It was Grandmaster Flash, Cool Herc, Bambaataa. They was rocking.
Like when they used to do stuff like that, because a lot of people got it like misconstrued. Like in those in the bricks, right?
No, that wasn't the brick.
Or
That was in
the
the Bronx.
Or the Bronx.
Yeah, I wasn't supposed to be there. I was there anyway. I wasn't supposed
So
to be there.
did people really come from around the, like it'd be like an
They
event?
did.
Yeah,
I'm talking even at the beginning of their career.
yeah.
No, but then they would just be out in the street because I used to go to New York all the time. Mom used to take me to the Broadway shows. So we used to see, and they would just be out in the streets, like, and that's before they really got big. And they would just, you would see them out there doing the breakdance. You would see them out there rapping.
Yeah, that was,
inside of the blue. Like
but-
they be in front of, what's that, Junior's Cheesecake Factory. You know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about? And they would be right up because everybody loved Junior's Cheesecake Factory. And then
42nd
right
Street.
down the street from that was the Apollo.
Yeah. Oh, you
Yeah.
talking about 125?
Yeah,
But
you
see,
know, I loved all of
But
that.
yeah, but back then, you know, everybody would be on the block, but they would be on the block. That'd be just the hustle.
Right.
You know, when they was really like rocking, like when they would, you know, tap the light poles for power. You know, they would, you know, just play and people just get on the mic and you know,
just start
like the first,
freestyling.
right. The first time I saw Cold Crush was in the park. Cold Crush Brothers, and they didn't, and it was crazy because when everybody,
My mom wouldn't let me go to the park though. I mean, like
Everybody-
when we were there, she wouldn't let me go.
okay, my mother didn't let me go.
Badass at the park.
Well, we visited though. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
It's not like
yeah,
I lived
yeah,
there. So when I was like, "Mom, hey, no,"
Yeah,
she
my
no.
mother didn't let
You're
me
not
go.
going over there with them niggas.
Nah, my mother
Take
didn't.
your ass
My
home.
mother didn't let me go. I'm from
Yeah.
Jersey City. My mother didn't let me go nowhere. It was
You just went.
Y'all went.
Well, and that's like he's here in Columbia. Yeah, my bunch of places my mom didn't let me go. I just would go.
like I wouldn't even tell her about it when I came back because then it might be a problem.
You come home with some good news, she be like, nigga, hold up.
Like where you been? Like,
You ain't even supposed to know
Yeah, my
about
mom
that.
just like going because she loved Broadway shows. When when Stephanie Mills played the Wiz, I got to go there and she got me backstage. I loved all the Broadway shows.
oh yeah, that was a good show. I remember that.
Yeah.
I went the first time I went to that was with my grandma. My grandmother used to take me to all those shows.
Right.
It gave her an excuse to wear her mink coat. She used to never take
Yes, my
We
mother.
never-
Well, my mother
That was
was.
a
That was
fashion
my mother.
show.
Yeah,
right.
she
We
would wear-
never went to matinees. When I went to a show
What's
with my
a
grandmother,
matinee?
that's an
That's a
afternoon
movie
show.
theater,
It's like-
afternoon movie.
no, even theater. You know, you know that's it's an afternoon
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
show. We never went to matinees. It's
Oh.
cheaper to go to a matinee.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's what mom called it. That's what's called an Easter, the matinee show.
Yeah,
Right.
it's like that. It's
Oh,
like that.
But
But
they had it for Broadway shows.
they still
too.
do. But we never went to a matinee. Like if we went to a show, it was usually a Saturday night, and it was the night show. It'd be 8 o'clock, 9
Right.
o'clock show. And my grandmother would have to have
but
her
everybody was stylish going up in there.
I have to wear a tie and a coat, and a jacket. I have to
So
wear
you
a
had to put on your
hard
Easter
Well, let me
outfit.
tell you.
Yep, had to wear your church clothes.
Right. So on that note, like, okay, when I was like 16, I won a dream date, with New Edition. Like, we won the dream date off a radio station I did, right? So I was able to bring, even though it was like nobody. What happened? It ended up being where it was. I could take 3 other girls, but it was just me and one other girl, which Jada, which I just ran into her the other day, and I was just so anyway. But that's exactly what happened. It was like the minute I found out, I was like, "Mom, I need this, I need this." And by the time she had me done, me and my bestie at the time, she had us in minks, like mink coats and everything, taking pictures with them, and then but that's when my mom was a police officer, so we didn't realize that the date wasn't in Columbus. We literally, the radio station literally drove us to Indianapolis.
Wow.
So we ended up staying overnight, but they had a Rolls Royce that they had us driving in, even though we didn't know, that they really didn't have no money at the time, but we didn't care. You know what I'm saying? I still love New Edition to this day. But I mean, we had so much fun. And then the funny thing about it is they were still calling us and everything after the fact, and we just was hanging out with them and everything for the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
But when we got back, my mom had, because she was a police officer, she had her pistol because she thought, and she know what was going on. She was like looking, making. I mean, when we came, I was like, "Mom, no." It was so funny though. But I understand what you said, because she had us in all kinds. She had my bestie in a short mink and me in this long mink.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to say. Back in the day, folks used to dress up just to ride the damn bus. I'm just saying, it was.
No, they ain't go that far away.
No, damn close. Like. When my you go to church, like you go to church now, there'll be people sitting in church in Jordans and Dickies. And that back in the day, nobody went to church without being dressed.
But old school, they still like that. If like I remember one time going back to church, and I had my dress on everything, but I don't like stockings, and you got your little old women clique.
Oh yeah!
That when they see you without no stockings,
they talk about you. They be like,
they will talk about you like, this is a church.
They be like, Mildred,
yeah.
You see that little floozy over there?
Got no stockings on,
and she ain't got no slip on. That little flute. Yeah, that's how the old ladies talk. Yeah. I done heard a lot of old lady conversations.
I used to hate seeing with them, and then you see their slip hanging, like past their dress.
And the funny thing, old ladies used to fall asleep in church, and their wig moved. And and then when they leave church, they be cockeyed like they had their hat, cocked to the side. That should be funny as hell.
Yeah.
Okay, was that just me? I had to find entertainment. I was a little kid. They made me go to church like every damn day. That's probably why I'm the way I am now.
Yeah, no, my mom put me in Catholic school.
I went. You too. Look. Okay. Look. See, this is how my people messed me up. I'm a Baptist kid. I'm the son of a Baptist preacher. Right. Mm-hmm. I went to Catholic school. I took religion classes. I was in church every day, damn near every day.
That's what I'm saying, because you have to do the prayer, and then they got you doing communion every day, and then you have to pray when you come in.
That was in school at the Catholic school. When we would go to Catholic, we would have to go to mass before school.
Before school, exactly. And communion and all that stuff.
And you don't have to go to mass. But when it's cold outside, you don't want to stand outside waiting, you'll go to mass.
Yeah, because you couldn't stand in the classroom. It'd be cold. So you would have to go.
No, it's not in the classroom. It's like before school start, like before you even go into school.
Oh, no.
Everybody line up in the courtyard. Like, you could either sit and line up in the courtyard in the cold and wait,
like that.
Or you could go to mass. It was cold. I was at mass. And especially, I used to like the days when they did communion. You know why? Because they use real wine. I used to take a couple of them, boom, bam, and then go to school. I'd be drunk as hell.
See, but they did it with us after school.
Kid.
That was before they started having all these restrictions. Like before the class even started, you had to go and do your confession and all of that stuff beforehand.
I wasn't confessing nothing.
Yeah, and then go into class.
What was I gonna tell them? That little girl over there. I had my. Why you think I wore these patent leather shoes? So I could look up girls' dresses without.
Oh my gosh!
I'm just telling the truth. Patent leather shoes, they real shiny.
That nigga was a perv.
Do you think that's bad? There was a kid I went to school where he used to wear penny loafers. Instead of having pennies in, he had mirrors.
So he can look up girls' dresses.
You know them little short skirts.
Yeah, because they didn't let us.
I ain't gonna lie.
They truly didn't let us.
I still like them little skirts. I see a woman in a plaid skirt, that shit turns me on. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, because what you said, that's the only thing used to drive me crazy. They would never let us, even when it was cold, you couldn't wear pants with under your, under your skirts or anything. I mean, so your legs was freezing. You tried your socks pulled all the way up to your knees to make sure that your legs stayed warm.
What years did this happen?
No, they could wear pants when I was in school.
No, they didn't let us wear pants. We had jogging pants on until we got hit to school, and then that's when we had to take them off beforehand.
I used to wear them tights. I used to hate that.
Yeah, we had tights.
I was like, stop wearing them tights.
We had no choice. It was cold. What the heck?
I can't look up your dress when you wear tights.
That's a good thing.
It
was perverted little boys in there when we were going.
But I didn't get molested though.
I know that's right.
It was a little kid.
I was left out of that group.
It was another kid at my school. I don't know. I think he got molested. It wasn't me. I didn't go get molested.
Well, I went to Pope John 23rd. It was over on Ohio Avenue. They just made it back into a church now, but the church is next to it, and then the school was right there, and it was right on Ohio Avenue.
So I went to St. Patrick's.
And then Hudson, St. Augustine. It's not even a school anymore, but it's that building right there on the corner. It's a church in front of it, and in the building in back that used to be St. Augustine School.
Was that the high school?
No, it was a middle school.
Oh, okay. See, when I went to school, I'm from New Jersey, so I went to Catholic school, but it was from kindergarten to 8th grade, and then you go to the Catholic high school. I went to Catholic school from kindergarten to 8th grade, and every day I would go home and ask my mom, "Can I please go to public school, please?"
My mom had me scared to death to go to public school.
No, when I got to public school, I went to public school for high school, and it was like heaven. I was like, "Oh, this is lovely." Let me tell you, first of all, the girls was cute. That was my favorite thing, and then I got to fight without getting kicked out of school over and over again. That was cool too.
I don't know that. My mom had me like, look, this is how if I even got a C like on a report card, she would take me by one of the schools like Ohio Avenue. Right there before they remodeled it, it used to have those bars on the windows and stuff, and she would have bars on the windows.
You told us.
Yeah, and she said she would tell me if you get another C on your report card, you see those bars on the windows, they do that to keep the kids in because that's how bad they are, and they'll try to be. She told me all kind of stories, so I was scared as heck to go to the public school.
I had little Patrice scared.
I wanted, why I wanted to go to public school.
I was making sure I got A's and B's constantly.
I thought if I went to public school, I could fight less. Because when I was in Catholic school,
that made it worse.
In Catholic school, we didn't fight each other, but I had to go past 3 public schools in order to get home. And when you wear that uniform, it's like a target. So I used to fight the kids from PS14, the kids from PS22. And what was the other school? It was 14, 22.
You know what?
I used to fight kids from 3 different public schools. Like every week, I never forget. Like I used to have a lunchbox,
right?
And they had Fat Albert on it. It was metal.
I remember those,
right?
I remember those. I seen a bunch of people with those, the Scooby Doo's and all of those.
The big metal ones, and it said "Hey, hey, hey" in big letters. So there was a lot of kids that messed with me that had "Hey, hey, hey" smashed on their head because I beat people with the lunchbox. And then when I finally broke it, I went home. I called my mom. She was at work. I said, "Mom, I broke my lunchbox. I need a new one." She was like, "All right, I get one on the way." On her way home, she stopped and bought me a lunchbox. It was Snoopy and it was plastic. I about had a meltdown. She was like, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, and this is what I said: "They go kick my ass. I can't hit nobody with this plastic lunchbox. They go fuck me up tomorrow." So the next day, I got to ride to school till I got a new metal lunchbox. I'm serious.
Got some stories. I swear you got some stories.
This really is my life. It's really my life. That's really what happened.
Dre needs to write a book. At least start one.
The problem with writing a book is writing the book. I don't have time to sit down.
It ain't. Because people who write books don't really write their books. They sit down and tell their stories, and somebody writes their stories down. And then they they'll put together
a ghostwriter. A ghostwriter will actually put.
So I need a ghostwriter so I can tell them about the time that I beat up the fat kid and I got kicked out of school.
You know what? I do remember that here too, right there on Livingston, and I can't even remember what that school was, but the Catholic school that's right there across the street. What school is that? That's right
I
there
went to
on.
school in New Jersey.
Well,
so
you're not out east. Never mind. But it's a Catholic school out
Really?
east.
She looked me dead in my eye and everybody asked me about something out east.
Yeah, never
Tell her
mind.
north side.
Yep.
I stayed out here for a hot second.
It's different.
I live on the north
See,
side.
but when I moved out here, I was on. But that's still north. I was on Sunbury Road when I moved.
Okay,
out
I don't
here.
live on the north side. I live on the north side. North.
North.
With a TH.
Yeah, see, he's north. See, I'm north.
He's north.
So it's north and north.
NORF or
UNT is north.
Yeah, north.
Yeah, he's from the north side
this
with
is
an F
north.
on the end.
And where's your?
I'm from north.
Okay, so you're up in this area then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my mom, she lives right on Norwich Court out here.
Okay.
Over, in Sharon Woods.
Okay, she lived further up.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's west.
Yeah, that's north side.
That's north.
Yeah, that's north side.
No, that's the north side. She lives. That's not. No, that's Westerville. She lives in Westerville.
Okay, so what? So well, I already know where I'm at.
Further north.
I'm at Canal Winchester.
Yeah, you're out of town.
Yeah, but
No,
you know,
not.
You're out
Canal
of town.
Winchester. That's chocolate though. That's a chocolate city. You go
That's
every
out of
time I
town.
go to Canal. That's all I see is chocolate. I don't see
Thank
nobody
you.
else.
And drug
I got
dealers.
it.
All I see is chocolate in Canal. But when I go to
There's a lot of dope
Pickerington, I
boys
see a
houses
lot.
out there.
When I go to Pickerington, I see a lot of beige kids.
Everybody was cheating. They was sleeping with the neighbors.
Okay, so I got the story that I have not told you guys that kind of freaked me out with being out here because you know where I'm at. It ain't. I mean, like it's straight. I mean, wood. Like you really do see woods and everything. You can see any kind of animal at all out there, right? So it was before it started getting light, and you know, like about 8 o'clock is dark. 8, 9 o'clock is dark.
Yeah.
Coming home, getting ready to park my car in the garage, right? And I see at the time I thought it was a dog, and you know, out there, if somebody is, if no, you don't see nobody, just no stray dogs out there. Everybody got their dogs on leashes when they're walking them. So
Yeah.
in my head, I'm thinking, oh man, somebody's dog got out. You know, so I'm gonna, you know, see if I can see his collar, so I can report it. So I park my car in the garage, go out because I see he went over like near where the woods part is. So I start going, come here, baby, you know, trying to call him. And then literally I hear, oh, woo, like just like that. Oh, yes. And at first I was like amazed, like, oh my God, that wasn't a dog, that was a coyote.
And you stood there?
It was one. But then
That's all it takes to bite you.
right. But I was amazed until I started hearing the pack. Like it was like when he started, it was like about several others that started with him. And I felt like I was in one of those scary movies where you like run. And then my feet got like, I was like that until I seen his eyes. Like literally, you know how they glow? You know, in the dark. And that's when I got I ran right back into my garage and I kept pushing my garage door like close. Because I was thinking, yeah.
But every time you push it go up, up, down.
I know, and I wasn't thinking like
You
that.
push it one time and go in the house.
Yeah, and well, I just closed the door because I can close the door from the garage where they can't get into the yard. So when they had, then what I did was I Googled it like, okay, what does that mean when they're howling? And they said it either means that they're, you know, it's a, you know, a warning, they're getting ready to fight or they're getting ready to eat.
Right. They saw you like, ooh, lunch. Yeah, see.
I was like,
she don't know what we is.
yeah, I was
see,
but I was like,
okay.
oh, because when I said, oh my God, that's a coyote. And then when I heard the whole pack, like he was calling, like, let's go. I got her. I was like,
See,
oh,
just the fact that you have that story says you've been living in the suburbs too long. So you forgot that black people supposed to run. You forgot that.
Well, I see so many. I mean, you see.
You need your Negro certificate.
I'm just saying.
With the
We
rules,
gotta get one of those.
the rules and policies on the back.
Right.
Like, if you hear noise,
They're
go
like-
out and investigate.
Go the other
Well,
way.
no, like I said, I thought it was just somebody's dog that
And
got
it
out.
don't matter.
Yeah.
If it's a dog, if you think it's a dog, you're still supposed to go in the house, look out the window, then evaluate the situation.
Well, that's
I ain't
the
even
thing.
looking
Well,
out the window. I'm going to the house. I'm closing the blinds and the shades. So when I turn on the lights, they can't even see the lights in the house.
So
I'm
yeah,
just
and
trying
I'm
to let-
telling you, I went up in my room because I wouldn't have been able to see him from downstairs because you know our gate. So I went up in my room to look over to see if I seen him. It was like 8 of them that came out, and then they just started sitting there like they was looking to see if I
They
was
was
going to
waiting
come
for you
back
to
out.
come back.
I
They
was
like,
like, son
where'd
of
my
a-
lunch go?
They
Yeah.
were just sitting there, and then but when they start all howling, I'm looking around like is somebody, and nobody, like literally, it was like a scary.
Because
Nobody
everybody
was
else
outside.
knew better. See, the rest of them.
Nobody was
Your neighbor
outside.
in
It
the
was
window
just
like,
quiet.
in the window like, oh yeah, she still knew. I knew
everybody knows to be in the house by a certain time.
Hey, they was out. Then you right. They was all looking
because
like.
You can look out your window and you see all kind of stuff. I didn't see, the deer. I didn't see the, I literally and I thought I did see, one before, but how you say, oh no, couldn't be no.
Listen,
couldn't be this, that couldn't be that.
I was in Pickerington at Halloween with my kids at their auntie house.
And that's out there where it is, right around the corner.
And it's dark.
Right.
Because it was because they had trick-or-treated and ate candy and passed out and shit, So it was about 1:30 in the morning. And my kids, they was in the house and I'm putting stuff in the back of my van. Remember, I got boring cars, I own vans. So I'm putting this stuff in the back of my van and I see these lights, I see this something twinkle. I look over my shoulder, it was a deer. I don't care that it was a deer.
No, the
I jumped in the back of I jumped in the back of my van.
I literally got a video where we actually had the family and we would feed them. They would come up to us.
You don't understand. I had the hatch open. I jumped. I hit the button and jumped in. Like, woo! Nope, they ain't getting me. I don't know what it was.
The only time.
And then I looked up and I saw about 5 or 6 more of them, and they was all just standing around looking.
Right.
I called the wife. I said, "Hey, babe, it's a bunch of animals out here. I'm climbing through the seats. I'm about to drive off."
The only time you do need to be worried about it is if the buck is out there, and because he got the horns, and if he got a little harem, and if you go out there and he'll look at you like you can try me if you want to. No, he will literally attack you because he had that. It's just the whole, and the rest of them are all females.
Look, all I know is it looked like Bambi, but that was enough. I have no gun to shoot him.
I got a video and
gone.
everything. I got a video where the babies and the moms and everything, but I didn't see, and they would come up but when the buck comes out, you go back in because he will attack.
That's probably why I don't live out in the country, because if I see anything walking,
I'm shooting. And then this weekend I was out on my porch.
Hit the face.
But I was just sitting out on the porch because it's so pretty out there. The stars and everything is so pretty. But I was hearing this, and then you see these little, and I don't know what they were. I really don't. They look like ferrets to me because they were long, but they were following each other, and the one was like just all this noise.
All I know is I ain't messing with that either, because that looked like something that'll give you rabies. I'm not messing with nothing.
You don't go looking or messing with them. You just see them.
If I see it, I'm going in the house. You don't understand. I saw a raccoon one day. I was standing in my driveway talking with my neighbor. Raccoon came out of my other neighbor's driveway, walked down out of his backyard, and walked out of the neighbor across the street's backyard, walked down the driveway. I saw that. I went right in the house. I ain't say nothing to nobody. I was gone. Everybody looked at me like, "Dre, why you leave?" I said, "Because that's a giant rat."
Well, see, y'all, you would think I was crazy then, because I actually had. Well, it was one night when I had my eclipse, and I didn't see him until it was too late, but. It just, like when I went over him, it just hit it. Yeah, I bumped his head in my car because he was almost like an adolescent kind.
Okay.
And I literally freaked out because I was like, oh, no. So I stopped the car.
Stop the car? Yeah, oh, my God.
I did. Look, I stopped the car and I was like, and I seen him and he was just laying there. I was like, oh, no. So, look, I pulled my car in front of him so nobody can go past, hit him, try to hit him again.
Please, I'd have backed up over him twice and got up out of there.
Look, and then I took my, because I had a big purse, and I took my purse. I was like, come on, don't be, because I could tell he wasn't. So what I did was daze him. So when I first touched him, he did hiss at me. I was like, I'm trying to help. Then I was like, oh, y'all do like this. I was like, I'm trying to help you. I was literally talking to him.
No, you got
I did say it. I said that word. Because at first I was thinking,
your story's real. Say it.
No.
No.
Because when he hissed and he kind of looked like he was about to get up, I was like, oh my God, I don't know what I was thinking. He's about to bite me. But then he didn't. I was like, I'm trying to help you. So then, he kind of looked at me. So I moved him a little bit more and he sat up. And I was like, okay, you okay? I was literally talking to him and everything. And then he looked at me, and when he realized I wasn't trying to hurt him or nothing, he just sat there for a minute looking at me. He wobbled on back in the woods.
Nah, see.
And the cars was just looking at me, and this one woman was like, you are crazy.
Ding, 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 ding. Yes, because I ain't messing with him.
I was like, no, I didn't want nobody else to hit him because I knew I didn't hit him hard because I just heard it tick. Yeah. And he wobbled on back in the woods.
Wow. Any animal
shot him in the face.
Any animal
he was an adolescent. He was
just
now getting to be.
And that's called bad parenting.
Any animal will get hit.
I got him out of there because I knew somebody else would hit him.
Any animal,
Coyote ate him as soon as he got free.
any animal get hit by my car is a dead animal.
No, I literally pulled back,
And
pulled
I ain't
in front
pulling
of
over.
him
I'ma
so
drive
nobody
faster.
can hit him. And I was like, y'all just gonna have to wait.
You know what I'm saying?
See, let me tell you. See,
That's why living in the city and it pays
I
off.
love being where
Going
I'm
to public
at.
schools
I love.
gives you that sixth sense to kill.
that no,
It's rather you or them.
it gives you that sense of I ain't messing with that. Look, let me tell you. Look, I used to live on the west side. I lived on the west side for 17 years, because the west side is still the best side. But
No,
anyway,
it's not.
I love
No,
the west
it's
side.
not.
I love the west
No,
side.
He
it's
said
not.
the west side
The
is
west
still
side
the best
sucks.
Hey, no, I live in Galloway.
No.
The west side is the best side.
No,
You
west
think you
side.
didn't really
That's the
live west?
worst
That's no Galloway isn't. That's like the high society.
No,
side.
it's not. It's not.
Then it's changed.
No, it's a
Because
lot of
they
country
did.
motherfuckers out there.
Changed
They be
because
walking
that's
around
exactly the way-
overalls and they got tractors in their backyard. I'm just trying to tell you. So, but at least it was when I
Federal
was.
flags in the garage.
Some of them do. Like you go down the street, there was a farm. It was like farmland. It's like the wind blow the wrong way, and you smell all the fertilizer. But
That's out there too.
yeah. But let me tell you, one time,
I
like,
wear cornfields are though.
yeah, that's just as bad.
Out of town.
Yeah, I wear
Yeah,
cornfields.
you in the country, but like, that's just as bad. But let me tell you. So one day, there used to be this cat. I used to have a dog,
Mhm.
and it used to be this cat used to come up on my porch and fuck with my dog. Right, because my dog would be in the house and couldn't get it. So my dog then tore up my blinds trying to get to this cat because he can't get out the window. He was just tearing up my blinds. So one day I pull up in my driveway and this cat is on my porch, walking across my window ledge, and my dog is in the house going crazy. So I come out the car, I go rah rah, yell at the cat. The cat goes running off in the traffic. The car hit the cat, and you would think it make a noise when you hit it. When you would think it would go. Meow. It didn't do that. It just went like this. Poof. That's what it sounded like. Okay, and my wife said I was wrong for this, but because she pulled up right behind me, and I was like, I scared the cat, chased the cat, and the cat ran out into traffic, and the car hit the cat, and it went, poof, and then all you heard was, I was like, my nigga, that's what you're supposed to do. When you hear
have you seen that one video? Have you seen that one video though, where it was a woman and she was trying to shoot this cat away because she had her dog out and this cat just would not go away. So she hit the cat with something, trying to get it away from the dog.
It jumped on her face.
And it jumped on her face. It like literally just attacked her. Like you done lost your mind. And she was just like, all you heard was her head just twirling, and the dog was looking like, I told you, don't mess with it. And then the dog went that's the whole other way.
You shot a punk ass dog. You need to get rid of that dog. That dog.
No, the dog was smart because the dog knew that the cat was going to attack her. That's why he didn't be by. He was like, I ain't getting ready to mess with that
punk ass dog. That dog should be in the shelter right now.
I was like, that's what it is.
That's
but
right.
the thing about it is, the cat wasn't in her yard, and then he was outside of the fence.
I'd have dropped that dog off at the shelter. Come on, we're going for a ride. Right to the shelter.
To the lake.
Y'all keep this punk ass dog.
To the lake.
Yeah, we got. I feel bad when the frog when I see a frog that then got ran over out there, because when the rains and stuff, you know how much bad it's been raining. The pond over there kind of overflows, so they all over the place. And
you don't catch the frogs. You ain't in there making frog legs out there.
It's nice seeing them. I ain't trying to touch them.
I don't want to see them. I don't want to touch them.
That's another thing. My mom had me thinking you would get warts just touching a frog. She used to have.
I heard that. Yeah, I did hear that.
And it's not true.
No, I mean, I'm saying I heard.
Yeah,
like,
but I'm just saying she used to tell me all kinds of stuff. You're gonna get warts. Yeah, you're gonna get warts on you if you touch the frog.
That's not true.
No, it's not.
No, I know it's not, but as a kid,
but my mom told me that, and I believe. I'm telling you, my mom used to tell me some stories, and then I took it and I just ran with it with my kids. They'll tell you that William told Capone a lot of stories.
So you just traumatized, huh?
Not now. No, but my kids, asked them, they still traumatized.
Did they have to get some counseling or something after all of that?
Stop being nosy.
Who are you talking to?
You.
I didn't know it's my son. He said he was coming.
After all,
William Ryan.
What's up, man?
The busiest man since Obama.
What's
going on?
What's good, everybody?
Hey, so William Ryan is showing.
Is it?
This is new. You're acting different. Damn, this is beyond me out here. It look good.
So you got Harriet Tubman and Thurgood Marshall. They've been in here reminiscing.
The Underground Railroad, it sounds like.
They've been
don't do it. Don't do it. Don't feed into that.
Hey, look. If you look at it, it was a lot. I was just like, Oh, they started.
Yeah, y'all got a little bit too lit for me. I had to shut down that spot because I was cracking up.
It's dope. It's like I'm listening to stories. I'm like, what?
Right.
I'm like, what?
I was telling him about the animals that's out there and about the coyotes.
Oh yeah,
the coyote.
We said we shoot.
So she a black white woman for real.
Yeah, really.
No,
That's
there
exactly
was a get out moment somewhere in her
That's
lifestyle.
what Jay said.
Right.
She ran stuff. But no, for real, for aliens, that's real for real.
We ain't talking about.
I'm talking about the aliens that she done peeped out. For real.
Yeah, I ain't even talking about.
I'm gonna be down with that one though.
Okay,
Since
aliens. Okay,
Here, WTNS Radio, we do not
afraid
condone
of that.
any kind of extra.
No, like
that's what you said.
Like seriously,
I feel like
all
that'd be.
kidding aside, on like real good nights. I mean, like right now, and it's not just out here. It's not where I'm at. On a real clear night.
She went to Canton and seen the same
No,
thing.
I'm saying on a real clear night.
It's real.
Like if you want me
It's
to,
not
if
crazy.
you want to.
No, wait, hold up.
Guess,
I'm
I guess
listening.
we
If
crazy.
you
then.
want
I'm
to,
listening.
I'm so serious. This is how positive I am with this. If you want to, I'll stay here until it get dark after the show just to
I
show
ain't about that
y'all
life though.
what I'm
not
talking
gonna
about.
question
Like
that.
literally, like
I do
glowing
still
red
got
and
other
blue,
things
and
to
it
do.
freaked them out. I'm fine. They ain't
I
messing with me.
ain't freaked
Could have
out.
been the
but
You did
police.
freak out. You did
See,
freak out when you
listen.
first seen it move. Yeah, you did
I ain't
freak
messing
out.
with. I ain't
I
messing
played
with
the
them because I cannot.
But
I cannot
I
stand to
expect
be
it because, like
probed. I'm not
I
gonna do it.
like I said, we over by cornfields and stuff. So
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
they
She
coming to get
expected
you.
the crops.
no.
They coming to get y'all.
They
I'm
coming to
telling
do
you,
the
no,
crop
but it's
circles
not- it's not
right
just-
next to her house.
Look, I know everybody think like, no, she crazy,
next
she
to her
crazy. I'm
house.
trying to tell y'all start looking out and at the sky at night and start really looking at them stars, and you're gonna start seeing that the color they glowing colors, and
Well, you know,
like, if you
normally,
start looking at them.
scientists have proven that, if you sit there and look up for a long time,
You
No,
gonna
you
start
ain't
saying
gotta
stuff.
the blood leaves
No,
your hands, so you might start
no.
saying
Tripping.
No,
He
No.
real different.
No.
They're saying she just was, highly medicated. I just want to
I'm not
make sure
saying
it's
so.
okay.
I don't think drugs were the part of that one at all.
No, I'm gonna say it like
Like
this.
she was heavily
not.
sedated
I am not.
last week.
I am not arrogant enough. I am not arrogant enough to believe that we are the only life form
right.
in the
That
universe.
would be, that would be
I
crazy
agree.
to
I
think
agree.
so. But my
However-
thing is, I'm trying to tell you, they bold enough now.
However,
Look, okay, I got something even better for you.
Oh, she
Listen.
started clapping.
No, listen.
I'm scared.
You
They
know it's right when
literally
she
got
start clapping.
listen. Somebody videoed the 4th of July.
Ooh.
They literally and they have it on there, like, and you hear everything that's going to 4th of July fireworks that was downtown. You hear the fireworks and everything going off literally somebody got, and they literally just moving all over the place, and then now and they trying to shut the thing down.
I'm outta
because of
here.
this.
well, listen.
They trying to shut it down, and this is from somebody that's seen it from down to seeing these, and they were moving all and then disappearing, moving, disappearing, and nobody saying anything
Well,
about it.
maybe
Trying to
they
shut it
enjoy a
down.
fireworks show too.
That's what
I'm
I
just
said,
saying-
because they seem like they were having a good old
If
fashioned
they got-
time.
if they got that kind
I'm
of-
about to show it to you, because you looking
If
like
they
that,
got
you
that
just
kind
give
of
me a
tech,
minute.
if they
You
got
give
that,
me just a second.
if they got that kind of tech that they could come to Earth, they ain't coming here. You know why? Because Earthlings are too damn violent. They ain't coming here, especially if they look like them people
Well, I
that you
don't
see
think
on
that- I
TV,
mean,
the little
what
gray
I'm-
people.
from what I'm
They'll get
thinking-
effed up in the hood. They ain't showing up.
Listen, they are prone to come up whenever.
Yeah.
There it's easy for them to
They're gonna
have
zap
that.
one or two people up in
And
the
to
air
be-
with them.
and to be honest-
they're not gonna land.
And to be honest,
Yeah,
let's just be honest here. They came back during the Egyptian time.
They really did. That's
They
why.
actually helped
Egypt,
in
yeah.
the pyramids.
No. Only
Construction.
black. No.
Look how he looking.
No.
I know.
Black men built that
I'm
shit.
so shocked
I'm not
you
saying
don't
only
say
black
off
men.
this.
Okay.
You know why?
Because
Okay.
normally when
Black
people
men
go
is strong
crazy, I
enough for
tend to
that.
just sit back
You
and
said
so
what?
I can
Only
eat
black
late
people
later.
strong enough for that. That was black people that built that. I don't hear. When
But it
I
is
see
black
that bullshit
people,
on.
but
that-
look,
I'm not
here it
saying
is
that.
right
I'm not
here.
saying that. I'm
Look,
not saying that
look.
black people
Okay,
didn't
let me
buy
just-
it.
Okay, here we
I
go
mean,
right here.
didn't build
They
it.
still
I'm
don't
not
have
saying that at all.
Massive sighting UFO flight over Columbus, Ohio. Military formation. Look, I'm going on it right now.
Military formation.
Okay.
That's because they were doing military. It was like formations they were saying was military.
just
Military
saying,
said it was there and it was.
They could,
Yeah, Chuck Norris trained him.
maybe they wanted to see the fireworks.
They got
I'm
that
just saying.
clean roundhouse kick on them real
They
quick.
wanted to
John
see the
Clark there
fireworks.
was the colonel.
Bruce Lee led the whole.
Steven Seagal was the orange special.
Come on out here. I mean, like they literally showing it like,
Jackie
and this
Chan
was
wrote the plan.
downtown. This was downtown during the
And I
fireworks.
was down there doing the fireworks.
And you ain't seen nothing but the fireworks.
No, I was too busy.
He got glasses, so
and they
they was reflective. It was reflective. Hey, shout out to
my glasses is thick. I could look at a map and see people waving. I'm just
and they're talking and they're like, what is it?
What I'm saying is, I couldn't see it because I was chasing my kid.
You was distracted. They got the clean distraction.
But I like in order
they ain't no land.
You need to actually see it.
Like I gotta see it because you gotta think about it like this. I do graphics and animation graphics.
Just say
animation. No. So when I see it, I'm saying if I see it on the internet or nothing, I can't believe it no more.
That's why I said.
You can go there right now and watch a dog type "I love you" on the computer. That's wearing Stacey Adams.
Oh, yeah.
Like if somebody can formate a dog talking, I mean, look at the cartoons.
Yeah, they can make all that happen.
Well, the reason I'm saying
I believe that we're not alone, but in order for me to see it, the Columbus Dispatch got to have.
What? No. Why?
Governor Coleman taking a picture with an alien.
How about if you just see it yourself without all of that?
We come in peace.
If I can see it myself and not know light that's far away, I need to.
Right.
You need to at least be the minimum.
You gotta land
20 feet in front of me.
He said you gotta land.
They're not gonna land.
Where was the last place I seen it at?
You know why they ain't gonna land?
Dreams.
Because
it was right out.
If they land, they will never land in North America.
You talking about it?
Not on the north side of Columbus.
Not in the United. There's too many guns in the United States. They will not land in the United States. Because the United States is too damn violent.
I figured
when the police shoot innocent people, what they gonna do to them?
Look, exactly.
They gonna light them up.
Yeah. So why would they be worried about it?
They gonna have their little guns and just vaporize the cops.
They gonna be
right behind them, like, hey. Hands up, don't shoot.
But while they doing that, it's gonna be 30 other people surrounding them, blasting like. It's not gonna happen.
The vaporizer is gonna stop all of that.
They will not. The reason why it's hard for me to believe that like that is because the first time hearing about it is here. You know, something like that. I believe.
Are you serious?
It should be on CNN.
I don't watch the news because they
talk about it.
No.
But that's what I'm saying. They talk about it all the time. They don't want it to. The minute somebody really starts talking about it, the government shuts it down because they don't want. They say it's going to be this massive panic attack if people really find out about it.
They've been talking about it since
Roswell.
Since
and Roswell is definitely true.
What I'm saying, they've been talking about it for a long time. So.
That's what I'm saying. But they shut it down. The minute people really start talking about it, the government literally shut it down because they said that there's going to be a massive, massive panic.
They still got the gates around Roswell. No one can come 25 feet.
If they come in, take my father-in-law.
But you already know that the people that work at Roswell, they actually live on Roswell. They have everything for what they need there. They can't even.
They got a McDonald's,
military
base. They won't let them. They literally can't come off that property whatsoever. They live there all their lives. If they had,
now I'm hungry. He said
McDonald's and Burger King.
Like I said, I just want to see.
So let's see tonight. They'll be out. They out every night.
Well, when we leave here, I'm going to finish burning 2 DVDs, not go home and be in my backyard. And if the mosquitoes don't chase me in the house, then I'll be.
She said she's seen something over there.
I don't trust no mosquitoes no more.
Who the hell's that?
My aunt, the one that lives across the street. Her name is Classy, but I call her Tim.
You know what I said?
So you like
okay, time out. I gotta address this real quick. You went outside in the road, bro.
To take
and it was hot.
Yeah, because I cut my phone on my brother. No, because before I cut my phone on, my brother Keto was trying to pull a pregnant chick out the sunroof.
Oh,
so yeah, I see my brother out there because the dudes were trying to flip the car back. My brother Keto pulling the pregnant chick out because the drunk dude jumped out the top of the car.
No, jumped over her and got out the car and left her.
Yeah, they jumped out the driver's side windows. The car is on the side. My brother Keto's trying to pull this pregnant chick out the car. So when I'm in the house, I hear boom, and I look at the door, and I see him in the driveway, but I'm thinking like it's nothing. I look out again, like, hold on, bro, he ain't coming to the door. I look, they trying to rock. I threw my robe on and went outside, and once I realized he already had it in, that's when I got my phone. And once everybody was okay, that's when I kind of went live and we started climbing because we thought somebody was like.
T said
they messed up my aunt's car, bro.
T said that she was in the house eating crab legs and her crab cake. She just was making it a day about her, and she said the minute she heard it, she was like, "Oh my God, please."
I mean, my car,
because she just got
that was the second time it got hit.
Yeah,
But my thing is,
we
T
gotta
needs
take it out there.
No,
We gotta
T
take it
needs
out
to
the
clean
stream.
out that garage and just put it in the garage.
Listen,
that'd be nice.
I don't think that's ever
Or the best part, what she could do, because her yard is so big and how the neighbor's yard
put it
is.
in the grass.
No. I'm saying she can gravel out that side, and she can have her own driveway, and she can just pull it up right there. Like,
Oh, it's a big deal between her and them white people neighbors.
I ain't talking about. I'm just talking about where her yard is at.
Oh,
We
She
gonna
can
retract
she
from
can
that.
have somebody dig that up, gravel it up, and have her own drive because there's enough room
that she
at
can
that
do
first
and
tree.
still have some yard
Hell yeah,
space.
she'll still have her own because after that first
True.
tree, she still got the whole yard.
Right,
So like she can have her own driveway, but
that is true.
because you see, she took the Lincoln and put it in the back.
I ain't seen
I
that
thought she
Lincoln
sold
in
Oh
the-
no,
it.
I've been
really
trying to buy that
not.
Lincoln for 5 years. She put that in the back, bro. It's in the back.
And
You
I don't
really
even
want to
know-
buy that car?
Nigga, when she go, that Lincoln sits low and everything. They start up, it sounds like a brand new car, and all the shocks work. The car raises up, runs perfect. It's just the paint job that's messed up. There's
See,
nothing
but
wrong with that
we
car.
used to
I'm
drive that
just
car. Why
saying
you
that
acting
that
like
car.
Bro,
We
that
used to
car.
drive
You
that
used to
car.
drive that car. I
No,
wasn't
your
old
dad
enough to
used to
drive that
drive that
car
car.
yet.
Your
Hey,
dad
bro,
used to drive that car too.
That Lincoln is like a
She won't, but she won't give it.
monumental.
She won't give it up.
She won't
She
give it
won't give it up.
That's you already know why.
No, but my aunt, she's a hoarder.
She's not a hoarder.
Yes, she is. She
There's
admitted-
sentimental value in that category.
And
No,
I said
I'm
in that
talking
Lincoln.
about throughout
Okay, we
the
get it.
house.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about that. I'm talking about the
We're talking
car.
about the car.
Talking
No,
about
but
the
she got
the
like
car
antique
has
dolls.
sentimental
Like she
value.
has all these dolls that's up in the
I won't
attic.
go up in the attic, bro.
Yeah.
I don't like the type dolls.
She
It's the
got
dolls that
just
lay
sitting
down
all- yeah.
with the eyes closed and then they pop up
No,
and their eyes
but
open.
no, she got like
I had a
vintage.
terrifying dream.
What's it called? The
She
porcelain
got,
dolls?
I don't
she
care.
got those, so
I
she got
don't
them all
want
upstairs,
none.
all
I don't
these
want no
vintage
smoke
dolls,
from
and
them
she's
things.
found the actual, like, gone online and found the actual dresses and clothes and stuff that's supposed to be, and she has them sitting
like
up
a
all
hobby.
over.
That's a hobby.
I wouldn't call that a hoarder.
No,
Hoarder is somebody who still
that's
got the
one of
JFK
many.
newspaper
That's one
lined
of
up in the
many.
kitchen.
Yeah, she don't have none
That's
of
what
that.
she
though.
got. Then she
She
got
don't
all
have
her
none of
those
that.
clothes. So you talk about, I got clothes.
She got clothes.
She got clothes.
Like from
clothes. Like you,
Arrows.
she.
Arrows.
That's okay.
Arrows.
That's okay. But when you say
Multiple
hoarder,
arrows.
I'm talking about hoarder, somebody who want to
Well,
get
not
rid
like
of the
the
mayonnaise jar
well,
because they
not
feel
like-
like they make the
But
best
I'm just
sandwiches.
talking about not like
So they got a
nasty,
mayonnaise
like you
jar
know
to
how
put
they
in
have it on
She
TV,
ain't
like
gotta
where
do
it's just to the point where it's roaches and rats and stuff like that.
Okay.
No,
No, hoarders,
nothing
hoarders, you
like
can't
that.
walk
She's
through their
not
house. They
hoarding.
got a
That's
pass.
what I'm
not a
saying.
hoarder.
Like,
No, she
You can't
used to
walk
have
through
it like
their
that, but it was just all
Come on
clothes.
now. It was just clothes.
I
No,
just
but-
said that.
no,
It
but
was
no,
clothes.
she
you
had
trying to
an
buy that
apparel.
cheap. I try to
She
buy
had
that.
an
No, but
apparel
what she
issue.
does, no, that's not it. What she
I would
does
love
is
to
she
buy that
finds vintage stuff, and then T had, she has
She
those yard
redoes it too.
sales. She redoes everything, and then she has
Yeah.
those yard sales.
That sounds like a hobby and a businesswoman. Not a
Right.
hoarder.
That's
Not a
what
That's
hoarder.
not
did.
hoarding.
Not a
If
hoarder.
you're selling it, you're not hoarding.
No, but that's the thing.
So
She'll say
can you
she'll
say that
sell
again?
it.
Say it one more
She'll
time.
say, and
If
I'll
you're
say
selling
it to
you are
T.
not hoarding.
I will say it to T. She'll say she's gonna sell it, and then she'll be like, you know what? No, I
ain't
think
gonna-
I want this. Yeah, that's how she does.
Nah,
She
listen,
ain't no hoarder.
she's not a
You
hoarder.
know what? You know why she's not a hoarder? Because her yard is too nice.
And she OG as a mom.
Her yard is too nice.
Listen,
No,
That was
she
my
did keep her
favorite.
car clean before
no,
it got
but I'm
smashed.
saying there's different hoarders. It's the nasty hoarders, and then it's the cleanliness hoarders that just love their stuff. You know, T
okay.
got stuff like that.
somebody
So
look
you're
up
saying-
She's a
the
hobbyist.
definition
Yes, like,
of
and she's
a
an
hoarder.
antique. She's an antique hoarder.
So you're saying because I still have my Hot Wheels that makes me a hoarder, that doesn't make me a hoarder.
No,
I got my
I mean-
Pokemon cards. I'm a hoarder now,
No, you.
I still
you
got
know
Nintendo.
why.
I got a Super Nintendo.
and I got
I do.
comic books.
That's not a hoarder.
That's a collection worth money.
That's
Oh,
not
all
what
day.
we're talking about. That's not a hoarder.
I'm just saying.
That's a
That's not a
collector.
hoarder.
She's not a hoarder.
No,
She's
but
a
I really
collector.
did try to buy that link. I still would buy that
and
link.
just FYI,
dope.
out of the blue, your baby doll and Lori just called
They coming
yesterday and said we're moving to Columbus.
That's dope. That's dope. Where they living at? With T?
Hey, I looked up hoarder.
Oh.
It says a person who hoards things.
Did you go through Wikipedia?
Nah, I just googled the definition. Yes, sir.
Google trash now. They be halving it.
It says hoarder. Now.
You can't use the word in the dictionary
Yeah,
like
that's why
that.
they said what you're
Right.
looking for.
Well, the
it
other
was
day-
just funny. I'm like,
The other day I looked up asshole and it just gave me a picture of Trump.
That's pretty
That's
legitimate.
real.
That's legitimate.
That's real. That's real. That
it
is
says
so
hoard,
real.
a supply or accumulation that is hidden or carefully guided for preservation, future use, etc.
Say, so that's a hoarder. That's what T is
Nope.
for future use.
No.
That's exactly what
I
it
refuse
is.
to say that
It
because
says accumulation that is hidden.
I've lived there
Carefully
before.
guarded for preservation.
She does.
This is
Like
not a
you better
hoarder.
not touch nothing.
No, she ain't even like that.
Oh, then it's
She's
not
not-
like that.
yeah,
She's not-
exactly.
She's not a hoarder.
She's
She's
a
a
collector.
collector.
Her house is nice.
She's
She's keep
collected.
it clean. Hoarders,
Thank you.
Hoarders only after a while they get surrounded by their stuff. They don't even like to leave the house. They think somebody's going to come in.
Oh no,
She's outside in the yard.
Bruh.
She's not like
She's
that.
outside with her
active.
cigarette with that
She's
little bitty
active.
doggy, and she's doing her
My
yard.
shadow.
Listen,
my
She had a
I'm
white
gonna be
boy come
honest.
cut the yard.
I'm gonna be honest. Listen, the
See, that's
elders
what you
in my
said.
family are super active for their age. Like they'll never be home.
Well,
Like
T's
I
home.
like being home
She
sometimes.
enjoys her
But
home.
them, they don't like being home at all sometimes. Like T, shit. Hey T, you at home? No, I'm out with my girl. I'm like, I wanted to come over and visit. You know
She
what I'm
don't
saying?
want to see you.
That's my
stuff to
ex.
do.
That's my ex.
Yeah, that's her road
She
dog
That's
right
my
there.
She might be home, but that day she's like, nah, I ain't there.
Yeah, this one right here though, that's her road dog.
Nah, that's my ex.
Yeah, that's her road dog right there.
Yeah, that's my ex
Yeah.
coon right there. Like for real.
Now, I'm just saying, she like, you know, she might have something that she got to do. She
I
can't have you stop by
I
all the
believe
time.
that. I believe that
I don't
wholeheartedly.
even call her, just
hey,
pop over.
but
Oh, she gotta
but
have a
real,
life too.
You know, I live right across the
When
street.
when she only
Like,
picked
yeah,
out
she
my
had been
porch,
to
I know her house.
I remember that one time that I came over there when I spotted you and Payne.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember,
Okay. Damn, bro. I be
Yeah.
everything.
When I
You know
went over
Payne
there,
came out with some stuff too.
Who?
Payne,
When?
like 2 weeks ago.
You talking about the video?
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He
like the
ready,
blue,
ready.
The green and red lights or something.
Ready, bro.
That nigga, he ain't called me.
He ready.
He ain't ready.
I'm just
he
saying.
ain't ready. He ain't ready.
I feel like he
He's
is.
not ready till he called me.
Hey, there you
Okay,
go.
so it is 7:40 p.m.
All right.
We are going to take a quick break.
Early.
All right.
Yeah.
You wait till there's 20 minutes
Yeah,
left.
20 minutes left.
I'm taking a
And we're going to take a real quick break. But
Don't
they
make
just
no
having
sense.
so
When we come
much
back,
fun.
it's probably gonna be like
Because I need to take my
7:55.
medicine.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Okay, now
don't
we
need her,
will be
Jack.
back in.
Not trying to get sick.
No, I'm not. Why
I can't. I made sure she was good.
You're listening to Spotlight of Columbus every Monday from 6 to 8. You're listening to Spotlight of Columbus on WTMA. You're listening to Spotlight of Columbus every Monday from 6 to 8. You're listening to Spotlight of Columbus only on WTMA.
Damn notifications. Don't give a fuck about these hoes. I think I better let it go. Gotta let it go. Don't give a fuck about these hoes. I'm feeling better now. Ever since I had to let her know, I gotta let it go. Don't give a fuck about these hoes. I'm feeling better now. Ever since I let you know. I used to want the shorty with the fattest ass, until I learned them shorties cost a lot of cash. All I needed was a Kim K. Wish I knew Jay telling cut Chris Humphries like Kanye, cause I really need her. I used to want Serena, till I saw her twerk, then I realized I don't need her. Ho, fuck Rihanna after Chris hit her. He turned her to a savage. Now she thinking that she the baddest. It's a good thing Hov had a good B though. Learned from my mama how she dealt with Matthew's nose. He was cheating and Tina took it until she couldn't do it. He tore up the family for some pussy looking stupid. Drake fucked Karuchi after Breezy made her famous. Even Wiz wife Amber after Ye left her brainless. Black China wasn't that Kardashian family. Went from Tiger to Rob, she upgraded her lane. See what I'm saying? I think I better let it go. Gotta let it go. Don't give a fuck about these hoes. I'm feeling better though. Shit. Ever since I had to let her know, I gotta let
let it go. Don't give a fuck about these hoes. I'm feeling better though. Ever since I let you know. And everywhere I go, I see the same damn hoes. So-called bad bitches be flexing on their phone, but they never had a home. Still living with their mama. All they do is stay at home, seek attention, then it's home. Find the squarest nigga first, and then they get him for their paper just to keep up with the Joneses. Buying hair and fixing makeup, trying to be like all the bitches on the TV screen. She don't want a nigga working who ain't chasing a dream. So what are you chasing? She want the stardom and the fame. So they want the ballin' nigga with the Audi and the chain. Cause she seen Tip poppin' and Tiny doing a thing. So she figure find a nigga with pay, she get the same. It's a damn shame, cause now she fucking everybody. Lollipop straight sucking on dick like it's a hobby. You can see it in her face, she screaming, God got me. Good girl gone, just a pretty face and a body. That's why I think I better let it go. Gotta let it go. Don't give a fuck about these hoes. I'm feeling better though. Ever since I had to let her know, I gotta let it go. Don't give a fuck about these hoes. I'm feeling better though. Ever since I had to let her know, I think I better let it go. Gotta let it go. Don't give a fuck about these hoes. I'm feeling better though. Ever since I had to let her know, I gotta let it go. Don't give a fuck about these hoes. I'm feeling better though. Ever since I let you know.
In my mind, yeah, you gotta say something to get my heart back, baby. You gotta say something. My skinny jeans, your leggings, no two gonna do better, but you gotta love yourself first before I can be that nigga. Grow a little, gotta search, get in touch with your feelings. Now you hate your 9 to 5, you living to catch the vibe. I'll be your Mufasa, I'm your Leo, I'm your lion. I don't really care about your health or your diet. No, you hate working sick and tired. I can be the vibe you're trying to find in my mind. Yeah, you gotta say something to get my heart back, baby. You gotta say something. Say nothing, I'll find it through someone new. I close my eyes and I just hope it's you. Hope it's you. You gotta say something. Whole house looking like a scene out of Insecure. Talk about dreams, but you think it fair. Floating through life cause a sink or swim. Take what you want by the horns and ride. You only want truth, but they told you lies. Get on your knees when you pray to God, and that's a capital G when I'm saying God. Really want me, then I say it's time. Spitting that flame like it's 99. All the girls from the 99 and 2000s know what's up when it's time to grind. You don't call or text me ever. Girl, I gotta see some effort. I don't mean no wine on Friday. And we chillin', watching Netflix. You're mine. Yeah. You gotta say something to get my heart back, baby. You gotta say something. Say nothing, I'll find it through someone new. I close my eyes and I just hope it's you. Hope it's you. You gotta say something. Lost too much, too soon to sit and keep quiet. Can't watch you walk out, you someone that I vibe with. No IG posting, we just moving in silence. Get them out a minute, and I finally found my mind. Yeah. You gotta say something to get my heart back, baby. You gotta say something. Say nothing, I'll find it through someone new. I close my eyes and I just hope it's you. Hope it's you. You gotta say something.
Say like this, like that.
I gotta stop myself, don't wanna say too much. But sometimes I feel like I haven't said enough. I can't even fathom how some of these niggas take me. No. But to be real with you, I just can't get enough. Let me stop. I'm on my grind to the tippy top. I'm trying their best, but they cannot hold it. I be the shit and I don't let go. Please do not test, cause I've seen a lot. Add some diversity to the pop. I'm truly the son of some immigrants. And I'm thanking God for the ones I'm not. Looking at me with uncertainty. Where's the love? I don't see none. Similar to LeBron Brown. Watch me bounce back down like 3-1. You're listening to Spotlight of Columbus every Monday from 6 to 8. You're listening to Spotlight of Columbus on WTMA. You're listening to Spotlight of Columbus every Monday from 6 to 8. You're listening to Spotlight of Columbus. You're listening to WTMA. And we're back. What's good, everybody, man?
I see you over there, man. Look at that. I get to visit. I visit WTMH on my off days.
And we are so happy to see you.
Well, thank you, Miss Patrice. I'm glad you forgive me.
Yeah.
What happened? What's the forgiveness about?
Because he would throw throttle on my page, and I got mad at him.
This is why.
Kapow!
You see it? And see, look, what happened. See, for those of you that don't know, what had happened was. See what happened.
He has his own disclaimer.
Yes, I do. That's why. That's why I have it. Because what had happened was, see, and you ain't the only person I did it to. Just so you know, don't feel I was picking on you enough. She had left her page up. See, and I had said before, anybody leave their page open, I'm gonna say something stupid. So I just said something stupid, and I can't remember what it was. What did I say?
What was it, Mom?
You remember?
I just know I was angry.
Oh, I think I remember. I think I said men with smelly feet are the sexiest or something like that. I think it was something like that.
That wasn't it.
Yes, it was.
That's still fine.
That wasn't it.
That's still fine.
No, that's what it was. You said I love men with smelly feet or something like that, and I was like, "Kapow! Get him off my page now."
But again, listen. You see,
he said.
Because of the management of WTMH Media, I now come with a disclaimer. See, they forced me to put up a sign that says, warning, my sense of humor may hurt your feelings. So for those of you that don't know, this is DJ Dre from the Buckeye Underground Show. And look, the frame is getting all wobbly because people keep laughing and picking it up and dropping it. I don't care. It was posted.
It's real though.
It was posted as per ordered by management. So there it is.
Oh yeah.
So that's what had happened.
That was good.
So look, it was just a joke, and I apologize. It was just a joke,
and we're good,
and we cool.
We good.
We're good.
She was like, because what happened was I apologized, and she was like, I don't know if I accept that. But then she met me in person. She was like, he loud as hell. He like that all the time. Yes, I am. So then she was like, okay, now I get it. That's just
you.
Yeah. So then she was like, okay, now I get it. So that's what happened.
So what are we gone over a lot today? We went back in old school time. We talked about the Essence Fest.
Oh, the Essence Fest was lit.
Yeah, and we talked about they start trying to get Capone start trying to get on me again about my clothes and accessory stuff. And
what that got to do with the Essence Fest?
Nothing. It was a different subject.
It was these are different subjects
about somebody else.
No, he brought it up about with the shoes, and I was because he said he got 6 pairs of shoes, and I was like, that's great. And he was like, no, they not for me. And Capone got started from there.
Nah, bro,
that's what it was.
That's what it sounded like.
That's exactly.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
No, that's what
what it was.
But yeah, because you said something.
Your transition game is swift.
No, what happened was
he was talking about 6 shoes. And I thought he was talking about he got himself 6 pairs of shoes, and I was like, that's what's up. He was like, they wasn't for me, and I was like, oh, and he was like, yeah. And then he got started.
He set you up.
No, your mom said what she said was that she was feeling so bad that she couldn't go shopping.
Yeah,
you know, and that's her favorite thing. And then I said, does internet shopping count? I said, does internet shopping count?
I was really.
And then she said, internet shopping. I said, yeah, I just bought 6 pairs of shoes when I was internet shopping.
Yeah, I'm gonna just retain from mine.
But none of them was mine.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's all. And that's how the.
But you king of the segues and the transitions, bro.
They was naming. He said something about how many shoes he got, and she was like, "Huh?" And I was like, "Mm-hmm." And then she was like,
because he said how many pairs of shoes that he had. Now,
I said that I bought this.
Shout out to
but then when you was talking about, you was like, "Well, I got a nice, you said you got a nice shoe set, and I was like, okay."
But
and that's what we were talking about.
We good on that because if we keep talking about that, I'm gonna just.
And then
I'm trying to keep I'm trying to keep from my statements on shoe shopping and everything
then
like
we
that.
start talking about Converses and I
shout out to the Converses out here, baby.
Ooh, Lord, put the shoe back on, son.
This is clean. They clean and they don't stink. Stop it.
Look who off the hardest. See, I'm just saying. Again, just hey, just remember. Okay, I do come with
hey, listen, I never get brought over.
Honestly, I did go into talking about my colors, all the colors that I had, and
she got the rainbow.
I know. That's what I said. I said she got the rainbow. I said, do you update them? Because Converse update the colors every year. So one year they have green, but the next year they have emerald. You know what I'm saying? So
I even got the checker pink and black.
So like
I'm done.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying.
She started naming fuchsia colors.
I said, because one year they had pink, the next year they had fuchsia.
All right.
You know, she said, well, I got them both. I was like, So I said, let me make a quick estimate. If you got all of them and you got the high top and the low top, then you pushing 300.
Hey, Will. This kept it right here.
I didn't have all of that.
This kept right there. I said, this room is about the size of probably
close.
He been in your house.
Both closets put together.
And he seen them.
Why you
going? Time out. Listen.
I was guessing, bro.
I told y'all if y'all kept going with this, it was going to happen.
Because 400 pairs of shoes need room to breathe, especially real genuine leather. Breathe. Am I right?
We ain't talking about breathe. We talking about breathe.
I have no.
You gotta let them shoes breathe.
Real genuine leather cannot be in a small closet.
That is true.
No, I know. Because the thing about I got my shoes separated, and you know it. Like downstairs is all my different kind of like my boot shoes, I'm
gonna go with you, Larry.
So Jay, what she's saying is she's naming multiple closets.
What she's doing, she's naming multiple rooms. These is not closets. These are rooms. See, I thought I was bad.
Oh my God.
And look, and the brother, and he come up in here singing it.
Listen.
You know he meant it when he sang it.
Listen.
No,
we done.
We good.
I have my.
So you know this
is real familiar.
To this room, really?
Yeah.
I got clothes.
You see how she hesitated, right? You see how she hesitated.
Then she looked around like, I got two. I two.
No, I got
really.
No,
and you got 2 of these?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
For clothes.
Shoes.
So when I be guessing, I was like really
like low key accurate.
No, because the way I do it is
This is your conscience.
Wait, no, I'm
to
listening.
be honest, with my closets, I separate my shoes and the clothes. Like, okay, so I have my summer closet where it's all summer clothes and summer shoes. Then I have my winter closet that's all winter clothes and and then I have my
your conscience.
Hold on, let her. She's still naming closets.
She's
going.
Hold on.
You about to name a third one?
I'm just learning something.
This is your
Hey, so
conscience.
this part about Spotlight in Columbus
Let's leave this.
she started off the show sounding all congested. Now
Does that
she
sound
she's
better?
Yes, you
now.
do.
Yeah.
So she was probably yelling at y'all.
See, we're the fix. We're the fix to her
No, I
sickness.
had to get some medicine because I was feeling it again. I was
She was like, oh God,
You've been doing very good.
Yes,
You're doing
thank
very
you.
Good. But virtually, it sounded like she had,
she was super congested. I watched the beginning.
She was good. She was good. Like 30 minutes into it, you was good. So
You start opening, you just like.
See, I just needed to come in here with my family.
That's
Yay!
So that's because I smell so good. It just cleared your sinus.
Damn, bitch, she
Look what you did. See?
She called all on my mic and stuff.
She was like, to that bullshit.
I did just like that.
So everybody knows that's the cootie mic now.
Right. Tomorrow when I come here tomorrow, I'm bringing a mic. I'm bringing a
I'm
mic,
talking just like this.
headphones, Clorox wipes.
You put some
Dang,
Vicks on the
that's
corner.
Vicks baby rub in the air, dehumidifier back in the corner.
They told me to I should have put on some Vicks vapor rub coming in here like I'm gonna come in here smell like medicine.
She said, I don't want. She's like, I want to buy
that or Ben Gay.
like this. Oh yeah, I will pick Vicks over Ben Gay. Ben Gay stays in your system for
at least 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, you
that stuff. Ooh,
And
I tried that before. It helped. But it's like no matter how much you wash, it's like
And you still smell like it, even if you put cologne and stuff on it.
Yeah,
It smell like cologne and Vicks.
No, like I do try to wash it off and try to cover it because that
You can't cover
it don't smell bad. It just
smells like you were sick.
But listen,
It smells like you were sick.
But see, I'm not dude. I don't care. I would get on the bus smelling like Vicks. Like I would get on the bus and open the jar of Vicks. Like me, I'm serious.
That's different.
I don't give a. I don't give a. I'll go ahead and be shiny that day. I'll be on the bus looking like I'm about to go have a hood fight. Back in the day, put that shine, put that Vaseline on.
No,
Columbus.
because they'll be like, okay, Mom, let's go.
LeBron James went to the Lakers.
Hey!
Oh, fuck him. I don't care. Listen, y'all don't understand. I'm a Knicks fan, damn it.
You started the
And y'all ain't won.
We ain't won a game since 1974. I need a win.
Hold on, somebody said you could get front row, like courtside Knicks
And I
tickets
think,
on
and
Groupon.
No, you could get.
Not talking about Carmelo Anthony left y'all too.
what the hell?
He definitely banged up. Y'all ain't have a chance.
Yeah, the Knicks ain't got that.
Listen.
They said they could win. They said you could get Cleveland Cavalier tickets now at any bingo hall.
Oh, they so bad.
Bingo hall.
No, swap meet. You can get Cleveland Cavaliers tickets right now in a box of Cracker Jacks. That's how much.
You got season tickets in the Cracker Jack box.
You can get a whole season in a Cracker Jack box. I'm just saying.
You be sitting.
Okay, guys, it's after 8 o'clock.
Hold on, real quick. I don't, I'm not a big sports head, but just one thing before we go.
Okay.
What do y'all think about like when LeBron left and they was taking down that big old memorial?
You got to take it down.
Why?
You got to take it down.
Because he still proved that he was the one that
he ain't there no more.
It doesn't matter.
What is the reason? He gave him something nobody else did.
He did. He gave them money before him, and they won't get it without him.
Yeah,
So they should have left it up.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. I know you're still mad about the Knicks not winning anything. Don't come at Cleveland like that ever again.
We ain't won a game. The Knicks ain't won a game since 1994. Look,
Really?
it's about that long.
1994.
Yeah, since
74.
No, it was 94 because we was in the finals. We was in the finals.
Y'all ain't win that one.
No, we ain't win the finals, but we was in them.
But
goddamn it, we won 7 games. Goddamn
it, don't matter if you didn't make it.
Cheating at Elijah.
They don't care about Cleveland because they didn't make it.
So overall, with them taking down that big old monument poster, because
they're looking for something. They're looking for something else to put there now.
That's sad.
But they should have did. They should have waited.
That's
no, he didn't wait when he left. You know they
backed
put
up
up
3
there.
weeks ago.
I was in Cleveland. I was in Cleveland. What, last month?
Cleveland.
He was in Bombay. He was in Bombay jumping off a cliffs.
I was in Cleveland last month. You know what they could put up in Cleveland? A new hair weave ad.
Here we go.
Because Cleveland got the flyest hair weave.
Not that big.
You don't understand.
Did you see the wingspan?
I saw some of the ugliest chicks in the world with some of the flyest hair weaves.
I mean,
They be busting up. No, they do be having that. They lace fronts be laid for real.
I see one chick. She got. They need to go to Cleveland and get things right. In Cleveland, they be having them weaves right.
Listen. I went to the club in
Cleveland. They talk about we believe.
And the lace front wig, the chick got so hot, she said, and put it right back up there. And it didn't look like it moved after she put it. I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's
epic. But
that's that Cleveland.
With that being said, yeah, I'm back on it. With that being said, we do appreciate y'all listening in and enjoying the conversation between everyone on here on this panel. And y'all have a great night. We love y'all.
Love you. Thank you guys for tuning in.
Now we tuning out.
And don't forget to check out the Buckeye Underground show Tuesday, 4 o'clock. Raven Capone, DJ Dre. Let's go.
Every Monday from 6 to 8, you're listening to Spotlight of Columbus on WTMA. You're listening to Spotlight of Columbus. Every Monday from 6 to 8, you're listening to Spotlight of Columbus only on WTMA.